and Hans, he has your product, and he looks around the room quickly and spots you very easily. You see him hesitate, and
Smile and beckon.
You see a throat motion as though he's gulping and stealing himself up, and he was slightly out of breath from, you would guess, running, but now he's walking very slowly and cautiously over to your table. Because, party, as you all know, Hans is a big boy.
Mm-hmm. I am aware of the effect I have on small children.
You smile and wave him over, and he comes over and he will inquire, are you Hans, the warrior?
I am. This is the quiver I ordered?
Yeah, yes, it is. He stammers out, and he holds it out in front of him.
I'll take it, set it down on the table, quickly check it over, and I assume, yeah, very good craftsmanship and so forth.
It is.
Alright, in that case, tipping the delivery boy a silver.
Oh, thank you, my lord. And he grabs the coin and double skips backwards a couple of feet, and then turns and runs.
Yep. Hey, scared but happy. That's how I like him. So Kuromi does something very similar, it turns out.
Again, not just stealing pages, but chapters out of my book. Damn.
No, I'm not taking pages out of it. I'm writing a damn sequel.
Outright plagiarism. Some names have been changed to protect the guilty. I mean, innocent, yeah. Okay. Anyhow, at this point in time, Hans and Dave, I need y'all to give me perception checks. And it is during this 2-day period that your colleague, Ray, has informed the two of you that that these prolonged stays in civilized captivity wear too much on her, and the call of the wild beckons. And if she ever sees you again, it shall be as friends, but she must make her leave.
I wish her the fair travels, and may you be hidden in the forest. I'm sorry, I don't know what you're reading, sorry. Whatever. Goodbye, have fun, be happy and safe. I don't owe you money, so I don't mind you going. Bye-bye.
Dave stays quiet until she leaves. When she leaves, he's like, thank fucking God.
Oh, come on, she wasn't that bad. Look, she had a staff that could hurt whatever the fuck those things were called. Kind of werewolf-y.
She wanted to take us on some adventure to return some lost belt buckle to some guy we don't even know who it is, instead of just selling it for a couple silver.
Oh yeah, she was kind of stupid about that.
John D, I'll need you also to make a perception check.
Okay. I made that.
Oh yeah, you did. Easily. Okay, so party.
Wait, hold on. Camellia comes first.
Yes. I know. So party, which is currently Hans, Dave, and Avrod, as you are sitting there with your ales and whatever, and Hans is jamming things from one quiver into a bigger, newer, nicer quiver. The three of you will immediately notice when a weasel suddenly appears from nowhere. Just
where?
There are your mugs and a mostly cleared table, and suddenly there's a weasel in the middle of the table, and it's looking at Hans with a curious expression on its face.
What? Where did...
Skitters up from the table. I skitter out of my seat because, yeah, a random weasel on my table. What the hell is this?
Not Bertha, shooting.
Looking around.
Not shooting the weasel just yet. Not because meta, but also because what the fuck?
Y'all may have noticed that Avrod has reached for his sword but not drawn it. And at this point, Yes.
Oh, wow.
At this point, John D, you will find yourself sitting in a chair staring at three guys, and I need an intel check. Just don't
For me?
roll a 20. Good
Made
enough.
it.
Yes, you did. And Hans, you'll need to give me an intel check as well.
Oh, landed in a bundle of wires. Oh, wow. Second one I rolled tonight, and thank God it's for skill checks.
Okay. So, yes, Hans, as grabbed Bertha and you're looking around, and that empty chair on the other side of the table from you, over top of the weasel, is a man you recognize. And John D, of course, you recognize the hulking companion from previous adventures across from you, directly over. And John D, by the way, at this moment, you feel the connection again between you and your beloved familiar. Anyhow, the two companions of this fellow, let's see, what did you say you did there, Gina? Jumping up from your chair and...
Yeah, being like, what? The tarnation?
Okay. So, obviously, at this point, since y'all have had your descriptions already, I don't need to tell you, John D, what they look like, and y'all don't need a description of what
Do we
John
want
D
to do this in voice?
Sure.
Well, y'all can do it in voice, but again, if it gets confusing, little notes and actions for the round always help for keeping track.
That said, you ready?
Yep,
John
session
D.
is on.
And stun silence for a few seconds. John, you responding?
Sorry, I didn't hear because Grills had said something.
Well, much like I just said in text.
It's in
John
in-game chat as well.
D?
Who else would I be? Hans? Where have you been? Where the hell am I?
Dungeon Master leveled across at him. Companions, this must be an illusion of our greatest fears. Get back!
Hans,
Okay,
I really have no time for your bull. Shoot me if you feel it will make you feel better.
okay. With that proclamation, Hans, Avrod is jumping up and drawing his sword. Shing!
I see that, and I too will draw my hammer.
Well, Dungeon Master,
All right,
does John D appear to be acting aggressively?
There is a new round one, and no, he doesn't look aggressive yet. But I mean,
Hans? Still standing, though a little,
wait, you're standing?
No, John's still sitting. A little concerned. Hans, are you gonna call them off?
What are you? Who are you? 9. Damn it, do not mess with me. How do you know that man's face?
As I am that man.
9. John D, you died. One of you must have sacrificed yourself.
You disappeared while I was blinded in that damn.
Allie?
Yes, Allie. I was looking for the word.
Holding. But I thought that was a... How did you survive? You must
Where
have
did
perished.
you go?
To Axholm! Now answers the question, how did you survive? You must have died. And Dungeon Master, I'm
I
slowly easing off
honestly
the trigger.
thought I had for a moment there, but I think someone made a god call.
Alright. Guys, I think at this point we're going to start swapping stories. I don't plan on shooting him.
Okay, I think y'all want to skip all the heavy RP and
Yep.
everybody
Avrod.
Well, I don't.
down.
Alright, in that case, looking at Avrod, looking at Dave, and hold.
Okay, Avrod shrugs and sheathes his sword.
And fingers off the trigger, but Bertha's still in hand.
Who is this man, Hans? Why do you
This,
fear him?
this was John D. Or is... I don't know. He was one of my companions. We were ambushed in an alley by... fuck if I know who they were. They wanted us dead. We almost all died. I thought that he or Robin had sacrificed themselves to teleport me to safety, and now he's here. Where the hell did you even come from?
That's. I honestly have very little clue. As for what those people were, I've heard some rumors later down.
Okay, y'all RP it while I go for a couple of drags.
From what I recollect, these were some thugs that were after Gongee, which was the necromancer that our party took out before you joined. And they were rather mad at us for collecting the bounty before them, so of course they ambushed us. No, kind of disappointing, don't you think? That's what happened. We killed most of them, but good number escaped. Haven't seen them to this day.
Wow. So you survived. Oh, did everyone else make it as well then? I had thought you all were dead. I had mourned you.
Yeah, everyone survived that, except, well, we thought you. Kind of just vanished, and the Corvos came back. Remember I
Alright,
talked
you
to
mentioned them. The brothers of the sleeping man.
Yeah,
But enough about them. So, wait, the marble must have done it then. I thought perhaps it was just the marble. I wasn't sure.
well, I'm going to be honest with you. Back then, I thought that I was going mad because, well, I had been blinded by the wizards. And thought they were playing with my mind when I heard Corvo's voices. But no one knew where you had went, just vanished.
Well, that is a long tale. Long story short, though, I made it to Axholm, found myself there, and thought you all were dead, so decided to move on after grieving. Met Dave and Averod, and we have been adventuring. We're in the city of Oslum now, looking for, well, adventure.
Oslo, that up north as well.
Yeah. Across the Snake's Tongue River from Axholm and a bit south.
We are on the east side of the Snake Tongues River, sir. You don't know where you are?
Which brings me to the primary question. How did you come to be here? We were sitting around talking and then... Chimera?
Listen, I don't know. All I knew is that we were on the road. And everyone just started disappearing one by one as we're about ready to set off. We were traveling down to the Molten Empire, way down south, below the City of Temples. But we never made it because of, people started disappearing one morning.
My God, that sounds horrifying. Dungeon
John's
Master.
just kind of staring off into space right now, just remembering what just happened.
Alright, Dungeon Master. I'm gonna
Yeah.
let go of Bertha, kind of shift her off to the side, and then go over to John D and give him a bear hug.
Okay.
John, I can't believe it. You're here.
Does he crack any ribs?
Not trying to.
Nah.
Also, it'd probably be closer to your neck where my hands would end up naturally, but we're skipping that. Besides. Well, John, I'm sorry about your companions. We can only hope, much like me, they have been transported to safety where they wanted to go in the end. You are here now. This is great. This calls for celebration.
Well, it's just, but it literally just happened before I was taken here.
Oh, you must be tired. Here, let me buy you a drink. You can rest your feet. And then afterwards...
Actually, John D., you've lost about 2 hours of time.
Oh.
No?
Yeah, I was just checking the Kohal timeline, and that was I shall read you the entry. 2609, day 196, 6:58 a.m. Yes, to the fucking minute, 6:58 a.m. So call it 7 o'clock, and the party disappeared without a trace.
Meaning it's 9 o'clock-ish now.
Yeah.
So but if no time at all passed between John, would he still have his thing up?
Would he still have what?
His true sight.
Oh yeah, no, that's gone. But on the bright side, if you were within 2 hours of getting a star back, you would have it back.
Dungeon Master, I'm gonna buy John D something to drink or eat.
Okay. Mark
Call
off the
it
coin.
2 gold pieces.
Okay. Yes, what did we determine was the... Oh, I'll just roll it fresh. Yeah, the food's okay. The drinks are good, though.
Alright. And yeah,
So you are Dave. Dave.
Gina?
Gina.
Yes. My mute button worked. Haha.
Yeah, for once.
Yes, John.
So how long have you been adventuring with my friend here?
How long has it been now, Hans? Let me think.
Couple months.
Stabled with like 3 months,
something like that. Maybe 4.
maybe 4.
You guys know there's no month concept in Go
Maybe a season then.
That sounds about right.
Okay, so
And for
discrepancy in terminology between IRL and game mechanics I can overlook. So if somebody says a few months, your characters would translate that to, half a season, close to a season, whatever.
Yeah.
Probably I wouldn't know the word illustrious, but yeah, companions, to summarize it up, we are joined by John D. He's a powerful sorcerer. A wizard.
How
Hans
long
has no
did
clue.
you say
So
that?
that's but I'm
How long? How long did you two travel together?
Jean and I? Felt like
Yeah,
15
wow.
fucking years.
Double check. Y'all gotta double check timelines and shit.
Felt
and
like a
figure it out.
fucking decade. God damn, John. That group, did they move any faster when I was gone at all?
Well, we did manage to get from Falvor below the trade cities to about halfway, I'd say, between that and the Molten Empire.
Oh, good. So that only took you, what, a season? 3 months? Yeah, very reasonable pace of travel
A
for
few
the
days,
party.
actually.
No, Hans was being sarcastic, because, we just determined it's been a few months, and that's how far y'all have made it in a few months. Yeah, that's about the rate of travel for the party.
Well,
In
we
this
wanted to
corner of
take
the
some
arena.
time after we almost died in an alley.
Yeah. In this corner of the arena, we have a glacier trying to spread. In the second corner, we have a man trying to run, but with no legs. And in this corner, we have the party trying to do anything. Who will
And
be
the
the
party's-
fastest?
Party's in third place, losing ground.
His
man with no-
name is...
The man with no legs is quickly taking the lead, followed closely by the glacier. The party is slowly losing ground.
So yeah, to actually
I'm
answer
no
your...
wizard, but I am competent to say the least.
So yeah, Dave, to answer your question, I honestly don't remember. Probably for something close to a season, maybe 2. Maybe half the year, honestly. But again, it felt like a small lifetime. I am glad that Jean is here.
And John will lean in a little bit. I see you take towards trapping with smaller midgets.
Nine, they come at me. It's so weird.
Poor thing, what happened to, what was it, Azaz? Anaz?
Anaz. Let us speak of better things. The future! We have John. John, are you doing anything important right now?
Well, since I ended up here of no volition of my own, I can't say I'm doing anything.
Great! John, travel with us. We need a mage, someone who has powerful magics to buff us. Then there is not a thing on this world we will not be able to do. We will kill more dragons, maybe even a dragon. Oh yeah, we killed a dragon. Kind of like a dragon. Anyway, treasure, loot, fame, infamy, or whatever we decide. All that could be ours.
Tempting offer.
In case I missed something, John, have you asked them where you are yet?
Hans
They
did
said,
volunteer that.
Aslan.
Okay, all right.
And gave a rough reference point relative to Axholm. It's on the other side of the river, down south a bit.
Don't suppose you've met Grest in company, have you?
9. One day, though, I will. One day. Hans doesn't know. Cough, cough.
Wow, y'all can give me a perception check.
Yeah, right. God damn it, where are my dice? One moment, Dungeon Master, trying to find my dice. My
Yep,
kids
made it.
have done a thing.
Yeah, Vader, I didn't want to rush RP there, but it did feel like he kind of dragged one squad or two, so, yeah. I did like that. Hey, John, you're not doing anything important right now. Travel with us.
I nailed it, Dungeon Master, 14 of 14.
Okay, good enough. But the other two, Hans and John, y'all will notice at the mention of the name of Grest, heads turn and people are like trying not to look like they're listening, but failing badly. You know, he's an important man in this part of the world. So
Yeah, I guess the river wouldn't be enough to stop him. Alright,
Indeed.
thank you, Dungeon
Try not
Master.
to draw attention.
9, let them look at us. They were looking already.
yeah, that's pretty sure. Anybody that hasn't been in this inn for at least 40 minutes probably keeps glancing over at Hans and Dave because of their appearances.
John has an idea. You know, did I ever tell you the story of how I actually met one of the men that is in Grest's cohort?
If you have, I have not remembered it.
What was his
name's
name?
Glah.
Let me tell you the story of Darth Lars. He was
No, it was actually Glar that he's talking about.
well.
What?
It could be well. I mean, go ahead, Vader. You have the floor.
Lars.
Technically, I've been in 2 of such men in his company, but the first one was when I was first starting out in this adventure. His name was Glah, dwarf, excellent fighter. But I believe they were going up to to adventure with good at us to slay immortals.
Very interesting. Well, I'll need to keep that in mind in case I ever encounter Lord Grest to look for the dwarf as well. But at least I'm not an immortal or a forsaken, so no need to worry there.
Right.
No, John, do not answer that. That was a slip of the tongue. You should not. Unless you want to, but that would be something you would want to do of your own volition. It actually didn't occur to me, oh hey, that looks like a meta. So I apologize, Desert Master.
I'm sorry, I was distracted. What was this?
Hans just is like, well, it's a good thing I'm not forsaken, so I don't have to worry about bumping into Glar and Grest until I want to.
Okay, it is common knowledge that there are immortals.
No. Sorry, girls, continue.
Well,
and there are forsaken immortals.
So no, what happened was because I said I'm not immortal, or forsaken, I mean. And it's like, no, because that leads into, oh yeah, I'm immortal, by the way. But hopefully John doesn't say that, because that would be stupid.
What? Anyways.
No.
You remember, I did mention just recently the Corvos, but their ancestor actually served with Grest, and back when the Gongs were happening, one of their own Lars, Corvo, came back and sought out his long-lost brother. And
You seem to know a lot about Lord Grest and his company.
Somewhat, but I'm well traveled.
Well, Johns, that is interesting. Maybe we can discuss it later. The day is wasting, and I don't want to be impolite. Please do not take this the wrong way. I'm feeling like I'm back with the old group. I need to stand up and do something. And Hans will stand up and start pacing. Nope,
I
I
don't
refuse
suppose you
to.
want to have a punching competition like you did with Jose Oakley.
No, don't be silly, John. I don't want to break your arm. Cat, what are you doing? Cat, get down.
And John, and you don't know why you're here? You don't know how you got here?
Well, not at discretion to speak what I do know here, but for the most part, don't.
Oh my god. Fucking hell.
Okay, that's a good one.
That's fucking phenomenal. That's fucking... well traveled within 100 miles of the city.
I could have said I'm well connected, but that's what came to mind instead.
GG girls, you have successfully derailed session.
Again, I know.
What did he post something in out of character or something?
Out of character. John D is well traveled, as long as it's within 10 miles, 100 miles of the
100
city of the
miles.
temples.
Yeah, when you were asking about, you seem to know a lot about Preston Company. Oh, I'm very well traveled. Yeah, very well traveled within 100 miles of the city of the temples.
Yeah, I know that's kind of bullshit. I mean, it's well traveled for when it comes to like the common people.
Hey, Vader, to be fair, people from New York City think they live at the center of the universe. And if they've been 10 miles outside of NYC, they think they're well traveled. So, it's a give me.
So yeah, party. Let's do shit. Everyone ready to go?
Yes, Hans, we have to go to that place and help those people.
Yeah.
You'll have to fill me in.
Say again, John?
You'll have to fill me in.
Great question. So, Dungeon Master, we've been listening for rumors and we gave you a week's notice. We find anything interesting?
Oh,
We picked up one last time.
I did not get nearly as much as I intended to do done during that week. But then again, I did have, stuff and things.
Right. We do know that on the northern road out of Oslam, about a day's travel, there's some people missing from a village, and that there might be something to do there. But we were going to check out for any more bounties, quests, etc., etc. So assuming we don't find or hear anything that's more promising than that, Dungeon Master, I'm fine with 2 days of nothing. If we just want to move forward, then we'll go for that.
Okay, let me check my map. I have to roll it up high enough. There. And let's see, Oslam.
Yeah, there was a small town you hadn't that wasn't on the map.
Yes. But it's on my master map now.
Yes.
Think about it, the players should not have a list of every single tiny village and etc.
Okay. Now, if y'all look at the map, there is a town between Oslam and Espy. That's the southern road that leads east.
Okay.
Out of Oslam. Okay, that town is at a T intersection.
Mm-hmm.
And if you go south from there, it goes to Slaverton.
Uh-huh.
Now, you will have heard that there's rumor that about halfway between that town and Slaverton, there's a white dragon in the vicinity.
Ooh. A white dragon.
Hey, Mama. Yes, I turned off your fish tank.
Ah, but that could go anywhere. They're fucking dragons. Oh, but it's a white one.
I'm not ready to fight a dragon.
That's a good point. If the main cannon isn't saying it's firing, then that's probably not great, but I'm gonna keep an eye on that. Oh, a white dragon. Think of the horde! Some of us may die, and that is a sacrifice I am willing to make.
Yeah, all of us could very well die.
Ah, you'll be fine. You'll regenerate.
A white dragon? I'm fine. Let's do it.
See, 2 regenerators. Hans should feel the most buttery in the party. Not buttery, squishy in the party. Except for Avrod, of course. Actually, party, do we want to try and investigate that? Like, I'll be real here, that does seem maybe a tad above our pay grade, but we also did take down a Dragon, and now we've got a Mage. A freaking War Wizard, John D. An Arc Magi, Master of the Mystic Art. No.
Yeah,
But,
you're really pumping up Johnson.
no, dude, the fact of the matter is you can throw an 8-die-6 fireball, that's pretty fucking good.
Here's the
Okay,
deal. Here's the deal, Hans.
Yeah, huh?
You need to pay Avrod and me. So we need to go after real money.
That's why I'm thinking Dragon, because...
Let's do it, because this couple hundred gold for finding a lost kid isn't just gonna cut it. It's gonna take you forever to pay us back.
Precisely. So, that's 1 vote for,
What
2
exactly
votes
does
for.
he... Hold on. What exactly does he owe you?
Oh, they loaned me some armor, so I owe them both 9,000 each. Gold.
And the sword.
Sword is currently just a loaner. You're welcome to take it back if you want, and when I'm done paying you back for the armor, I would like to discuss the sword if we haven't found something better.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Come, John. A white dragon. Without you, this group here took on a
Y'all
dragon.
Y'all talk and think while I get a couple more dragons real quick.
A dragon, which is like a dragon, only it has a lion's head and it roars. Like really loud. God damn, that thing was loud. Think about it.
The party has taken out some things above our pay grade too, but we had a mob back then.
You don't need a mob. What is better, to have a crowd of unskilled and weak people with a few strong ones scattered in, or just the strong ones? Think about it. Less people to divvy up the loot with. They could have magic wands. I know you may just like that. Come on. It can't be not worth investigating, at least.
What's the worst that happens?
We all die horribly,
all
and
die.
then I don't have to pay you back.
I've never died yet.
Neither have I! I think we can
So
form a
what's
club!
the big deal? Everybody talks
I've
about
come
this
more,
death like it's gonna come tomorrow.
more
But
close to death than I care for in this profession.
are you ill, sir?
9-9. It's because being an adventurer is a high mortality rate. But, come on. John, I need to pay them back before they murder me in my sleep and take the armor. Please, for this level of crap. A white dragon. Come on, I'll have to ask the dungeon master if my off-world knowledge about the white dragons is something that is possibly on-world. Probably not, let's be real, but come on, a fucking white dragon. I think we got it.
Did the rumors say how old this dragon was?
You know, I don't think the dungeon master mentioned it, and he's out for a smoke. Alright, pretend that it wasn't.
It's commonly known that
Pretend
dragons
the
get more
dungeon
powerful.
master what? Huh?
Two-part question. First off, do the rumors state how old the dragon is? I'm gonna guess not.
No.
Size?
Oh, it's huge. It's huge.
Uh-huh.
But,
Now.
you know.
Most commoners would say that, yeah. Now, I, as a dungeon master, of course, know a bit about white dragons in terms of their relative power scale and reputed strengths and weaknesses. How much of that would or would not be known by my character is the question, of course.
Very little.
Very little.
And my character?
Also very little.
Okay, so I've got to treat it like I would if it was a normal dragon. Normal, but...
Okay, guys, how many dragons have y'all fought?
We fought the dragon.
Okay.
And he was nothing. So this guy's gonna be slightly tougher, and we got a new guy that Hans says is like, ooh, good with the spells.
Yeah, you should see him. He's good. John,
But
I
can he
think...
heal you?
Nah, that's your job.
Ha.
But not
Thought
party.
so.
Seriously, I think we could do it. We could poke around, get a feel for it. We don't have to commit to it. If we see it and it's this giant, massive monster we have no chance of hitting, we keep moving. Deal?
Our friend Abrod here is an amazing tracker. We'll find this thing in no time.
We
Avrod?
can travel in that direction.
Right, travel in that direction. Okay, Avrod, you're good with hunting a white dragon, I assume? Potentially?
Yeah, just don't let it grab me off the ground and try to cut me in half like with that bug.
Yeah, of course.
We'll try our best.
You know, I'm not the point man here, guys. I just go there when I'm
Nope.
tracking. Okay.
So that's a good point. Damn, who should be in front? Fuck. I did best
Hey,
enough to
hey,
sit back because I can
big.
aim over you.
Yeah, but you're big and shiny now. You got
Yeah,
that
but I got
new
the armor. I will take
fancy
the
armor.
front position if y'all wish. Anyways, we have a
Nah,
wagon
nah.
and horses.
I can take it because
Alright,
you
you can
know
take it.
I'm not afraid.
Alright. We'll have to adjust formations, of course. But yeah, Dungeon Master, it seems like the party will, very foolishly, be poking at the White Dragon.
Okay.
Alright,
By
so
the way, John D, give me a perception check.
Okay.
You know, Hans, if you would have left those stable boys alone, we could have sold tickets to that show.
Okay.
Fit show.
Remember, I made them split what was it, an Electrum?
God damn it, man. You are so cool. You know that?
So, John D, you will notice that Hans has definitely been stepping up in life because he's wearing some nice looking chainmail. In fact, give me another intel check. Penalty.
For an intel check.
Penalty on your intel check.
Be right back.
Oh, never mind.
Yep, never mind.
Penalty nah.
Anyhow, Gina said he'd be right back, and I typed in anew, and Double M, I see, has responded. Heading to the south road from Oslam to the unnamed town. Travel speed 3 miles per hour or so if we can manage it without hurting the horses.
I don't know how
Refresh.
fast it's going to be.
Refresh my memory. The party has a wagon with
Heavy war
2
horses.
heavy war horses pulling that.
I believe they're in chain barding.
And where is everyone situated?
Right
Yes.
now, if I go to
I think when
formation.
Gina gets back, y'all need to figure out your formation.
So on the wagon, I've got Dave driving. John, you good on sitting shotgun? I bet. How would they say it? Do you find riding fireball wand? No.
Yeah, just call it shotgun.
How about he sits back there and talks with you, and me and Avrod will sit up front. Avrod's got a keen eye.
You good with that, Av?
Yeah, he shrugs.
All right.
I have a keen on myself, but whichever you wish.
Well, I'm sure you two fellas have lots to talk about.
By the way, John, I see you've let your hair grow back in. It looks much better than the bald look.
Actually, John would be wearing a helmet.
Come on, you've got some hair poking out from under it. Give me a break.
There might
Fine.
be you might pick up a hint that Dave doesn't trust John. That's
Really?
why
I don't know what could have given me that idea. Alright, I think the music stopped and that's throwing my rhythm off.
Guys, come on now. Come on now. Would I hornswoggle Vader to come in
Shut up.
and play as John D?
Greatest betrayal of all time. Shut up.
When it's actually a Rakshasa? Come on, would I do a thing like, guys, I am hurt. Vader, convince them.
Condense them, yes.
He said
Now you
convince.
have to be concerned.
No. See, the thing is, girls, you wouldn't tell Vader. You just have him play the Rakshasa while thinking it was actually John. It would be the singular greatest betrayal of all time, beating out Callan.
Okay, so I might do a thing like that without telling.
And you know what? I would fucking laugh as soon as I found out, and I wouldn't be able to stop laughing, because goddamn, that might be the funniest shit ever of all time.
Betray me once, shame on you. Betray me twice, shame on
God.
you.
Imagine showing me my own damn trick, though.
And jacking it up like that.
Would a Rakshasa have all the memories of John?
Potentially.
Well,
if it kidnapped you and has been reading your mind for the past 2 days.
It wouldn't even have to kidnap him. It would just have to stay in close proximity for a while. Remember, they've got that special telepathy thing.
It's true.
Yeah.
Honestly, it's not impossible. Hence why my reaction, wasn't completely meta at the beginning. Where it's like, guys, this must be an illusion of our greatest regrets. And John's just nonchalant, like, oh, fucking put that down, dude. That's too bad we didn't test if my bolts can hurt things only struck by magic, just due to the size and velocity.
Anyhow.
I see you've made quite good use of Bertha.
Oh,
So
yeah.
this time.
Master Argyle built her well, but there's this master... Fuck, his name is escaping me in Axholm. I accidentally snapped her string, and I was so upset. But got a couple spares now.
Let's see. Don't we have a channel for that?
What are you looking
info.
for? Yeah, common info.
Master Verhalen.
Yes, that's the fun.
The Royal Boyar.
Verhalen.
The Royal Boyar. Not just a Boyar. The Royal Boyar.
Mm-hmm. Goddamn dude probably could make a bow strength if he wanted.
So yes, Vader, if you weren't aware, there in the common info, there are names and places and things that have come up that may or may not be of significance, but they could turn up again, like where you're at currently, the Inn of the Happy Clam in Oslo, or the Turtle Shell Inn of Axholm.
So for what
Not
it
to
is,
mention-
go ahead.
Yeah.
Now, have we head out yet?
You're about to. I'm about to start rolling dice for that.
John would like to ask, is there anywhere private we could speak before we head out?
I mean, we could go for a walk in a public place, but make sure no one's around. I don't know, privacy. Yeah, a private room in an inn. I have a room. I'm sure they'd let me use it for a minute if I tip them a silver or something.
Well, y'all haven't turned in the keys yet, so.
Mhm.
There's something I do need to tell you.
Okay, me or the companions? That's the story.
Well, actually, yeah, everyone should be here,
All right,
if you wouldn't mind.
Avrod, you good for a minute? And yeah.
He's good.
We go up for the room, duck my head under the door, steeply. Fucking goddamn stupid fuck.
Okay, so is this the whole party?
It
Yeah.
would appear. I want to ask a thing, but it would be meta.
So this is the whole party, yes?
I believe so.
Yes.
Dun dun.
Doing
Dun
either.
dun 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 dun.
Alright, so yeah, go to the room, make sure everyone's inside, close and lock the door. Are there any
Okay.
sentient trees here? No, I'm just joking. John, you were there for that! You can confirm it to fucking Dave. There are trees that talk.
Yeah, I know that.
Dave doesn't.
Oh.
Dave thinks I'm crazy.
I still think you're crazy.
John, tell him what for.
Please.
Your magical friend from nowhere appears in front of us, and you expect me to believe you're not crazy?
Fuck! He has a good
That's
point.
fair, but there's something important I need to tell you all. I'm not going to risk your lives without you knowing what's going on. I don't
Hold
suppose
on.
Pardon?
Listen here, John D. I've been suspicious of you since the moment you showed up and you started talking about Lord Grest. If you're expecting us to help you try and kill him, that's not going to happen.
That's not what I was going to say, actually. So,
All right, then continue on.
Have you heard any rumors about certain Forsaken being slain?
9? Either
Nah.
hasn't hit this part of the world, or I really wasn't paying attention to that. Who cares who killed one Forsaken in the far-off lands? It's well beyond my pay grade right now.
Well, that pay grade's right here and now.
Beg your pardon?
That was our party, and I got to the killing blow.
You killed a Forsaken.
Beautiful fireball, I must say. And a spectacular shade of blue.
And you wanted to fucking argue about a fucking goddamn white dragon? What the fuck is wrong with you? It's American for the East.
That is fair.
So, what did you wish for, John D?
Don't ask him that.
Well,
We
important
obviously
thing you
all
need to
know.
Important thing you need to know is that I'm not going to die of age on you.
My colors are stronger.
You are
That's
immortal. Oh, John D, I'm so happy for you.
Well, there's more to that.
Right, before we go
Comes with
too
it
on,
being
before we go on, was that actually? I'm sorry, Avrod. What was that name? Rapvac? Pavrak?
Vaprak, indeed.
I remember hearing that name. Ah. Wow. Sounds like. Wow.
I'm more surprised that no one died in that fight. Besides Forsaken, of course. But the important thing you need to know is that there are demons after me, or other creatures from the nether realm. They would have my head for being a new immortal. They're more powerful than your run-of-the-mill encounters you might have been on. Like, I'm not worried. I don't want to see another party die.
Alright, John. That's interesting.
You must have traveled with some mighty powerful people, John, and you must be a mighty powerful wizard yourself to have slain such a creature.
Well, I wouldn't flatter myself that much. A lot of venturing is luck.
For you.
But I'm certainly not incompetent.
Luck, or is it fated by the stars and the gods?
Hey, John D, you can say it's luck. Ikrormi disagrees. No, it's skill and determination.
Those are different words used for the same thing. Now, John, I'm going to make this quick, because if I stay in this tiny fucking room any longer, I'm going to have cave madness. That's cool. That's awesome, actually. That's like really cool. Congrats on the immortality. Thanks for the heads up about the demons. If they show up, we'll send them back to hell, with a warning to send more next time.
You all have magic items to fight them with. Because at the very least, they'll likely be magic.
Now what are you gonna do?
They'll be resistant to normal weapons.
I have a sword on loan from Averod, who has a sword of his own. Dave...
Holds up his silver hammer and says, I have this.
Yeah, Dave's good. And we have you! You're a magic user. That means I can just pick you up and hit you on them, and you'll do damage, right? That's how that works. And you're immortal now, so I don't have to worry about breaking you.
If you do that, we'll have some words.
Only if the sword breaks. Maybe. I have to confess the idea has planted itself in my head now.
You told me that last time.
Anyways, before I kick down the door, can we go?
Aye, if you're ready for this.
Yes. Dungeon Master, over eager to get out of here. This feels like too much talking like that old party, and we don't do that here. So I'm not.
We're actually having fun with it instead
Yeah.
of arguing about, are we going 2 miles an hour or 2 1/4?
Right, so yeah, unlock the door and go out nicely, and do not slam or smash or break it in any way.
Okay, party, are y'all turning in your room keys?
Yes.
Okay. And the party is getting their trusty wagon with 2 heavy war horses and their chainmail barding and mounting up and moving out. Yes?
Yep. Obviously, we're not going to hit 3 miles per hour in the city, so just a steady, proper pace. If we have to slow down, we don't have a nightmare to blaze a trail for us, so,
Okay. And did y'all decide, is it Avrod and Dave on the buckboard and you 2 in the back?
It is. I have updated the formation. Speaking of which,
Okay.
I guess let's... So, Dave, you're willing to be up front.
Something of note that John might notice while we're boarding the wagon. The horses towing the wagon are very large, strong-looking horses wearing chain barding.
Avrod and John, do you two want to walk side by side if we have to go on foot? Or should we put one in front of the other? Avrod, you prefer to be in the back, but John's a mage. I really want to keep the rear guard because I can shoot over your all's heads, and if we get attacked from behind, I'm there, and if we're attacked from the front, Dave is there, so... Ah,
Okay,
fuck it.
Avrod likes the back unless he's tracking, in which case he has to be up front. But
Alright.
he's flexible. He can work from the middle.
Alright. I'm just going to stick the two of them side by side in the middle for now.
Okay.
And yeah, we'll just form a little diamond shape doing that for now. Avrod, John, left, right. Good. Avrod has a shield by chance?
Avrod has a buckler.
Buckler. Okay, so left side's probably still favors him. He is right-handed, correct? Or
He
appears
is
to be.
right-handed with
Alright,
his
so
sword.
good. And John doesn't really use his shield, so that works out alright.
Okay, so party. Y'all get mounted up, and you begin traveling, and wow, y'all would not believe it, but I've been keeping track of the time, and y'all have whittled away most of the morning. So you're only going to get about an hour's worth of travel when high noon hits. Now, y'all were kind of snacking and whatnot while y'all caught up on old times. So you're not famished, but it is about lunchtime. Does the party wish to stop for lunch?
Let's get a hot meal before we head out then, I guess, yeah. Unless, Dungeon Master, did we already leave the city or no?
You've already left. You've been on the road for an hour.
Alright, sorry, yeah. I was updating the watch schedule, so. Alright. Let's stop and eat.
Okay. In that case, the party will eat, and the horses don't really need much of a rest, y'all don't think, but you do water them, offer them a little bit of food. Updated the watch schedule, putting John in last, so hopefully he gets a full night's rest for spells. Good thinking, Double M.
Avrod and me are in the middle.
Again, so many of my little tricks that the parties have been picking up on. Actually, Avrod would prefer first watch.
Dave is a spellcaster. Dave, are you willing to pass off
right.
first watch
Nope.
to have?
No. That being the case that the healer is taking first, he'll settle for whichever. It's just he can't see in the dark like so many of the...
Neither than I. I mean, if you want, I'll let you use the lantern with it open, but that tends to attract things, I think.
Now, when you mention that the healer thing needs to go first, he waives any objections at that.
No, I put some thought into this.
Excuse me for playing the NPC intelligently.
No, you're good.
Okay. Alright, I'm going to get a couple of more drags. But party, I can tell you this much. You will get the horses rested, watered. They'll nibble at a little bit of grain, not a full meal's worth, though. And y'all are going to have like a light lunch. And I will continue rolling after I get a couple of more drags. But y'all have made some miles down the road. Feel free to talk about amongst yourselves, of course, while I'm gone for 2 minutes. Yes.
Yeah. I suppose actually he wouldn't know what they were called.
Be right back.
Alright. Since we got two people gone, I'll just do this in voice here, John D. Realistically, I should have them back, especially because Dave would be... Nah, actually, I should wait. I'll type it up then. No, I won't. I should wait for Dave and Dungeon Master to come back. We could jabber so much, but we do have to wait.
Yeah, we could probably spend the whole session just recounting tales.
Let's make a point, like, once a session when we stop for a night, just a quick, hey, did I ever tell you about it? Or, hey, did I ever blah, blah, blah. And we'll get caught up in a few weeks. IRL. But not IRL, in-game weeks, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
Hans, I have to tell you about the time I took out a chimera single-handedly. Great stroke. Left that. Ooh, dude. A magical water, which was magic water. Ooh, John D. Magic water.
Oh yeah, full transparency, Dungeon Master. Initially I called them by Mud Men, but I changed it to Mud Monsters, because, yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Sorry.
That's all right. You're good. They had arms. They had sort of heads.
I'll be honest, I probably didn't get too good a look at them, because I was too busy trying to fill up the damn pictures.
Yeah. Good times. Good times.
Oh, great time, seriously.
I mean, seriously, when you are looking at how much recounting Hans and John D are doing and trying to fill each other in on their adventures they've had separately, yeah, that feels like a full campaign world.
It does. Now, Dave is AFK at the moment, hence why I wasn't talking with Vader. Because I figure a minor RP between the two of us, that's okay, for the most part.
Yeah.
But with Dave gone, I feel like I'd be robbing him of a chance of calling over his shoulder. Oh, and don't forget the time when Molly yeeted Godisral's body into the mud. Gleefully yeeted, mind you. It was with glee. Happily. She was a freak. Yes, John. Hans's story is not particularly long at the moment, although it's getting a chapter or two in, but it does include at least 2 losses, in addition to what he thought was the loss of his party, which, yeah, no, he's probably overjoyed that, oh, they survived! They're alive! Kind of. Maybe. Probably. I mean, John survived whatever happened to them, so... Goddamn, they're probably alive. Hell, they might even be out there somewhere. Maybe we'll run into them. Ooh, I hope we don't run into some of them. But others of them were okay. Maybe we'll find Robin. Bevan was cool. I didn't have to crane my neck so much to look down on him. And of course I know, as any good dungeon master who knows, running, 3 or 4 different parts of the world simultaneously and keeping it in the same world, fuck yeah, we're never running into them.
Yeah, my world's a bit bigger than yours, too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I fear that they might have been equally separated as I was.
God damn. Scattered across the face of Coalhole. Then again, what are the odds that you appeared right before me who already knew you? Like, that has to be astronomically impossible. So most
Hey,
likely...
guys. Mm-hmm. What if I put the Team B in the Chasm of Groth?
Oh, gods. Oh, gods.
No, I couldn't do that.
No, that would be very mean.
What if it was just like a mile away?
Oh, fuck, no.
That I could do.
Careful, that could be Team A. Oh, wait, that's right. You don't care, John D. You're not in Team A anymore.
Hey, maybe those rumors and gossip about the Happy Landers versus the Mamites had significance after all.
Sorry, folks. I'm back.
Welcome back. You know, so like I was saying, John D. as Hans, if you appeared before me in the vast world of Koho, surely they appeared before people who knew and were kind to them too. I'm certain they must be alright.
I mean, isn't it kind of funny how so many things from rumors and gossip actually tie in to the active campaigns?
Oh, yeah.
And it seems so coincidental.
Yeah, it's like the step was planned.
Wait till the day the rumors and gossip or the legends and lore about the shiny blades comes true. That'll be in the campaign soon.
Oh yeah, Dave. So I specifically told Vader to wait because undoubtedly Dave will want to chime in because he wants to tell us about the time he took out a chimera, and then I was going to respond with the tale of us fighting the mud monsters for the magic water. That said, I think we can do that between sesh because we don't.
Yeah, were you going to tell him about Go Dice Roll?
Yeah, I was going to be honest. Go Dice Roll, Molly.
Okay, I've got something here, and it's pretty harsh, guys. How confident is the party?
On a scale of 1 to 10, I'm feeling about a 3 right now. I don't know why. I have a bad feeling about this. But I'm not the only member. Dave? John?
7. Dave's always at a 7, no matter what time
Vader?
of day or night.
I'm
Vader?
kind of hovering at a 5.
Huh?
Kind of hovering at a 5.
At a 5?
That averages to a 5. Damn.
Yep. That's a low. Yeah, 5 is a medium. So if this is really strong, that means a no, I guess.
Yeah, Dungeon Master, I think for this time, the first time, let's go nice and easy. How about a nice, singular,
Let's not accidentally kill
ordinary
Vader on his
No,
first
do
day.
not give him ideas.
flower? No, I'm just-
Oh, a flower. A flower? Okay, I got one of those.
ordinary,
Nope.
nice.
Now, y'all have been passing normal flowers and rocks for miles now.
Yeah,
So,
there's no
party,
winning.
Party, give me a perception check.
Damn. Hans' perception check is to die for tonight. Actually, that one isn't too great, but not too terrible either. I'm just glad I burned those ones on something innocuous.
Yep, made it.
On the nose, huh? No, wait.
Nah, he rolled a 12 of whatever he's got. He's a
his
perceptive bastard,
perception
though.
is much better than that.
Yeah.
And okay, party. As y'all have been progressing for 3 or 4 hours after lunch, seems. Let's see. Buckboard, y'all will notice it first. So that's Avrod and Dave. Dave,
Mhm.
you will see over to the right-hand side of the road, about 15 feet removed from the road, what looks like it was once a house. During its day, it must have been a very nice house because we're not talking wood or even cobble, but squared off stone, cut almost, and some actual brick in its construction. However, its glory days are long behind it because the vegetation, there's vines growing over it, it has no roof. You can see a window frame as you see the frontage of it. You can't see the side that's obscured by trees and whatnot. Even though the vegetation in this area is very sparse, but there are trees and stuff blocking the side of the house from your view as you are coming up. And there are some saplings and stuff growing in between it and the road. But you can see an open window frame, an open door frame, and the far corner of the front of the building is actually collapsed, possibly inwards. It's obviously been many years since anyone has lived here. Do you wish to do anything special?
No,
time?
Dave in his mind sees it and thinks, with it being so close to the road, it must be already gone through 1,000 times. No point in stopping.
Dungeon
Okay.
Master, I heard correctly, 15 feet?
Yeah, 15 feet from the road.
Huh. It's like 3 Hans paces.
So, yeah, John D, Hans, y'all are probably during your exchange of stories and general friendly banter, you're looking around, and as y'all are coming up, you two will also spot this place again. It's ramshackle, it's run down, and it is what it is, and the party is continuing forward.
Mm-hmm. I don't know what the fuck that is. Keeping my eye on it as we pass it. Bertha in hand. Finger off trigger for now, but I don't like it. But we're just
Looks
going to
like
keep
it-
on moving.
Looks like a good hideout for bandits.
15 feet from the road. Well, obviously not 15, but what? 3 paces from the road. So that's a crappy hideout. Is the point of the hideout is to hide out, right? That's in the new. That's in Dice Roll's Dungeon Master.
Yes, I know. I need new perception checks from the party.
Oh, okay.
Oof.
Oh, fuck.
Finally, I rolled badly.
Hans, that is a fail. Dave, that is a fail. John D, not a fail.
John D pulling his weight for once.
For what?
Oh, damn.
I knew this would be a
Okay,
great
and
pairing.
Dave, you are driving the wagon.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So, yeah, John D. I don't know if you have encountered these before, but you're going to see this thing come out of the door frame. It's some kind of bug. Lots of legs. It's green. It's icky looking, and it's bum rushing. What are you doing? 3,
Star.
2. Okay, at that case, John D is going for a star. Hans, since you're in the back of the wagon with him, you can do a perception check, and Dave, you can give me a new perception check as well, as Avrod did catch sight.
Let's. Gotta wait. Sorry. Yeah.
I'm waiting. Wait, I said new. Oh, y'all had those in. So Hans, you made yours. Dave, you made yours. Okay, good. Because you are going to see these things. You're going to notice Avrod is drawing his sword, and John D is throwing a star, respectively.
Mhm.
So y'all are not going to get micro actions, but John D, you can. You may roll to hit.
Call it a surprise segment.
All bonuses applying.
Yes.
Okay then.
That was the wrong channel.
I think that hits.
Oh, I'm sorry, John D. Dice your damage.
That's my favorite one that you do.
I did it first.
Did
He
you?
did. I
Yeah.
stole it.
It's a great thing.
It is.
Now, Dungeon Master, how big are these things?
I'll get there. I'll
Okay,
get there.
sorry.
I gotta check the thing. I don't think it discerns.
Holy hell! Those stars,
2 die 4 plus
Dude.
5.
they're +5 weapons?
Yes.
They are.
Wow.
There's a reason he loves them.
2 die 4 for a star. That's impressive. My hammer only does 2 die 4.
Hey, if you get a +5 hammer, you'll have the same roll.
Okay, guys, I am not gonna mince words around and go into a deep, detailed description of these because I'm pretty sure you're all going to recognize them. So, let's see. New question mark is new R1. There's more than one. John D, you hit the lead one solidly, and I've got to figure out its actions momentarily. I'll do that then. Okay. So guys, if I tell you it's a 9 foot plus long cephalopod, looks like a cross between a cutworm and a something else, and it's got these tentacles flailing about at the front of its
Oh,
head.
I know what this is.
What the
Out of
f-
character, I know it is.
Wait, this thing is
Okay.
flying or crawling?
Crawling, running, crawling.
Okay, yeah, I
Crawling.
know what the fuck this is. It's
Yeah,
a crawler,
carrion
alright.
crawlers. Don't get ahead of it. Guys. Stop wagon, jump off with hammer. Okay, hold on, Gina. Hold on. 'Cause
You put a new, didn't you?
That was
that
the
was when
previous
the
thing.
party was leaving.
Oh.
Here's the new R1.
Okay.
Okay. So, yeah, guys, forget what you know about carrion crawlers, but there's your description. And there's more than one.
I don't know anything about them.
Been
Oh,
playing
well, you're
way
gonna-
too
you're
much
gonna-
Fallout. I just pictured a freaking mosquito thingy.
And Vader, if you're feeling anxious and want to share them the picture from Monster Manual, you can. Because your Dungeon Master is fiending nicotine a lot tonight. Don't know why.
Gee, it must be us. We're so terrible. This campaign it must be us.
I know, it's just dragging on and on.
We haven't even stopped talking yet. I hope you liked that, actually, guys, where it was like, okay, no, we're taking too long in-game for Han, so he just starts pacing. It's like, no, gotta move. I refuse to be still anymore.
Okay, out of character, there it is.
Yeah, those things are nasty as fuck. Although that's kind of a grainy thing, isn't it? Yeah, I know these things a little too well, unfortunately. I've used them a few times. They're fun.
Didn't we fight them recently?
Not on Denalia. I know they were mentioned recently, even in this campaign, funny enough. Which is funny. Purely for the sake of, what's it called? If you copy from the original source, it looks like that instead, which I guess doesn't look too much better.
Like, I know it's out of character knowledge and everything, but didn't Dom
sure.
get attacked by these and they have 8 attacks because of their tentacles or something?
I'm afraid I couldn't say.
Okay. I'm just, for some reason, I remember fighting these very recently. Not that picture, but the name Carrion Crawler.
Perhaps.
Maybe it wasn't the Carrion Crawler. Maybe it was some other kind of crawler.
Not
Yeah,
party.
I have no idea what Carrion Crawlers do, so I'm going
Oh, they
against
crawl
the-
on carrion, obviously.
Obviously.
Alright. I need to make some determinations here.
Now, while the Dungeon Master works, party, I'm thinking if we do encounter that white dragon somewhere between the Unnamed Town and Slaverton, we should just bite the bullet and head south to Slaverton. Coin exchanges there will be better than the Unnamed Town, most likely, but let's hit the Unnamed Town first.
This was strange, but... Okay, so, Birth of the Nearest Bastard, draw Magic Bastard Sword, and move to attack. Okay, Hans, you'll be able to get your full round worth of attacks.
Yay.
And aren't you 3 for 2?
I am 3 for 2.
Okay.
Yeah.
Dave, stopping the wagon. Good to see that. Really, Gina, so often the party, the mob, used to forget, oh, we need to stop our wagon. No, oh, shit. Jump off with hammer in hand and run into attack. Okay, so you're attacking. Saying thing real quick. Magic missile concentrated on lead. Okay.
For what it's worth, Dungeon Master, I'm pretty sure Dave is actually going to run into their attacks because that's what it literally reads as. There should be a space between the N and 2. It's a joke. I'm sorry. I can't help myself.
Okay. Now, what is your boy Avrod going to do?
What are you talking about?
Yeah. Totally have no clue.
It doesn't say edited on the end at all.
No, it doesn't.
And hold on a second. Gotta refresh my memory on something. Sorry. This won't take terribly long. Under right heading. Oh,
How many are there? Do we see?
a handful.
Less than a dozen?
Less than a dozen.
But more than one.
Yes, definitely more than one. Way more than one, more than 2, probably more than 3, less than a dozen. Somewhere in that number. Okay, and saying thing real quick, that would be in-game chat. I'll take the lead one. Yeah. Yep, that's a carrying crawler.
Oh, I thought I...
Let's see, okay. Alright, party, I need an initiative roll.
John D.
Insist.
I do.
Gongee?
Might screw you on that one.
No.
4. Okay, that's not too bad.
Besides, with the number of attacks these things get, it really doesn't matter.
Okay. All right. Wrapping my head around combat. I've got these things. They're coming. Dave's stopping the wagon. John D standing up, saying a thing real quick, while Hans goes over the side, drawing the bastard sword, moving to attack. You don't have far to move because the first one is already there. And let's see, Dave, you're going. Okay, that's the way it is by random determination. Now, technically, because these things are multiple attacks per round, they do get the first attack.
Reach?
You know what? That's a good point. Because their tentacles are only 8 feet long. Yeah, no kidding. They're 2 feet long each. So yeah, the party's going to have reach. So I'm going to factor that in. Oh yeah, that was a good one. Thank you. Damage per attack. Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yep, if I remember what that says correctly, I know exactly how much damage they do.
Yep. All right. So Hans, you're the first. Sorry, little heartburn.
I really need a stick of proficiency in Bertha already.
Yeah, you do. Roll to hit with Bertha.
I rolled a 6 at 5th level.
Wow. I'm gonna get my chart out.
I'm pretty sure that doesn't reach the chart.
6 at 5th.
Maybe it hits AC 10. Maybe.
Yeah, that hits armor class 10. So, you know, that is a miss. And go ahead and roll me that saving throw as that Bertha bolt slams into the ground next
Roll
to
the 10.
thing. Okay, so that bolt is okay for now. It survived the impact with the hard, cold ground. Now, let's see. Hans, you're 2 attacks. Dave, you're 1. John D, you're delayed because you said a thing. And Avrod is doing an Avrod thing. So, Hans, you may roll to hit. Try to roll better than a 6 this time.
Well, I rolled a 4. Plus 2 from strength is a 6. At 8, plus whatever bonuses from the sword.
6 at 8 plus the sword.
Yep. You jinxed me, Dungeon Master.
That is a hit. You may
Uh-huh.
dice your damage.
It's still just a d12, right? We haven't determined it is actually 2d8 because he's a half giant. Yeah, I'm rolling it.
Okay, so it's same damage, but you get your strength bonus, and yeah.
I rolled a 1. Plus 5 is 6 points of damage. What can I say? The dice are fickle today.
I can leave this bookmark here. So 6.
6 points of damage.
Okay. All right, you've had your first attack. Dave, you're using your Lucerne Hammer. You definitely have reach. And you may also... Oh, you didn't say which one, but I determined it. You may roll to hit.
I'm rolling it. 15 at 4th level cleric.
There we go.
15 as a 4th cleric. You may dice your damage. That is a hit.
And 6 total damage, Dungeon Master.
And that one, it's y'all both attacked. The front runner goes down.
Nice. Dave's feeling confident now.
Good.
Okay, who wants to roll for Avrod?
Since
Dave,
John... Yep, go ahead, Dave.
Yeah, let Dave do it.
Yeah, I
He's not
suppose.
getting as much.
Rolled a 12, Dungeon Master.
A 12 is an Avrod. He's attacking a different one, fortunately for the party. A 12 as a
Be right back, guys. Got a kid problem here.
Huh?
Kid problem. I'll roll for damage if it comes to that. 12 is Avrod.
Avrod scores a hit.
Weapon.
Short sword, D8 versus large.
And rolling. Raw roll of a 7, plus whatever bonuses from strength, magic, etc., etc., etc. Sneak? Question mark, question mark?
Okay, Avrod stabbed mightily.
He's good at that. Do you know Avrod was the one who slew the dragon? I mean, I weakened it up first a lot.
Alright, y'all have had your first attacks, and it's not going to matter what happens with their attacks so much. John D, give me a perception check.
Okay.
Actually, cancel that, because you're going to notice. So, A, the nearest, went down between the combined onslaught of Hans and Dave. Which one are you targeting next? B, C, what? Pick an alphabet. I got a lot of them.
I'll do D.
D? Okay. I love it. All right.
I'm back.
Welcome back. As they don't have magic resistance and there is no saving throw against magic missile, dice your damage, John D.
I love doing 4x4 plus 4. The 13.
Nice.
Okay. Yes, party, as you see John D cast these green, glowing, swamp fire colored bolts that streak through the air and impact without missing at all against one of the creatures. Okay, you've all had your first attacks and spells. Now for the creatures.
Here comes the bad part.
Yeah, this is gonna suck. Let's see, how many d20s do I need here?
Let
2.
me think for a second.
I got 3 within arm's reach. Okay. And let's see, I have 3 of you on the ground within range. Okay, hold on. I know which one that's going after. Hans, Dave, Avrod. Dave. Okay, Dave. Dave, 2 of them are after you.
He did say he'd BRB.
Well, y'all are keeping...
I'm here.
away from him.
I'm here.
Okay, let's see, Dave. Your armor class is that.
He should be pretty good because he mentioned he had the same as me now.
My AC is 1.
Oh, never mind.
Well, depending on whether or not a thing. I've got 2 armor
Yeah.
classes for you, Dave. But yeah, you're at your full right now.
Yeah, there's the nighttime armor class for me.
So these monsters are here. So I need that or better to hit you. 8 attacks incoming.
Yep. On the plus side, they don't do damage. On the downside, they do bullshit.
It's all good.
So far, 1 hit. 1 hit. Dave, I need a saving throw.
No problem.
Roll high.
I rolled a 15.
15.
Clerics
Any
have a
of
good
my
matrix
stats count?
versus that.
Okay, you're good. So
Good.
far. Okay, that was the first one. One of those hits was the hit was a crit, actually.
0 damage they do?
Yep.
That is correct.
Oh, okay.
They just
But
tickle
feel
you.
that they're slimy tentacles. One of them oozes up under your armor, and ew, gross. Now for the other one. Hit, hit, hit. Miss, miss, miss. Miss hit.
So 4 saves.
4 saves.
Okay, here they come.
You've got a good matrix, dude.
16,
Yes.
Oh, I rolled a 1.
Okay.
I don't need to keep rolling anymore?
No, you don't. Okay, moving on to the third one. Well, hold on. That was number 2 and number 3. This is the fourth one. It's attacking Avrod. Let's see. His armor class is not as good as yours. What do they need to hit him? They need a miss hit. Miss hit. Miss. So he took 2 hits? Yes?
I think so, yeah.
Necromancer.
Oh! Yes, Vader?
Paralysis magical in nature?
You're asking me, is paralysis magical in nature?
Is this case of paralysis?
You'll find out, won't you?
Yeah, we'll burn that bridge when we cross it.
You just get this soon, I bet.
Okay, so Hans.
Mm-hmm.
One of these monsters went down from you and Dave. Then 2 of them attacked Dave. And 2 of them attacked Avrod. Is that right? Yeah.
Okay.
1 dead, 2 on Dave, 2 on Avrod. 1 was already there because he stabbed it. So, you have your second attack to use. B and C are on Dave. D and E are on Avrod. Where do you wish to direct your attack?
Can I attempt a sweeping attack versus B and C? The 2 on Dave?
No.
Okay. In that case, B. Helping Dave.
Okay.
Sorry, Avrod, I can't be in 2 places at once.
Roll to hit.
Crit, please! Oh, I dropped it off the table. Hey! So, previously I rolled a 4 to get that 8, now I rolled a 3, so that should be a 7 at 8. Plus whatever bonuses from sword.
A 7 at 8.
Plus whatever bonuses from sword. Plus whatever bonuses from sword. Please secretly move +6 defender. Set to offense. No, he would never give it up if that was the case. Unless he
You
didn't
may
know.
die to your damage.
Fuck yeah! Fuck yeah! Max, I rolled 12, +5 would be 17.
Okay, that's your strength, not wishful thinking.
Yeah. +5 from strength, plus whatever from sword, so 17 plus sword. Again.
B goes down.
Yes! Alright, 3 fuckers left to go. 3 fuckers left to go.
Okay, Dave, you are paralyzed and you will fall over. Avrod falls over. Gongee, waiting on you.
I'm paralyzed, but I'm still awake, right? I can still see.
Oh yeah, you can see, you can hear, you can feel.
I just can't move any part of me.
Nope, can't move a muscle.
Not
Can't
even to speak.
blink.
Can't blink?
Nope.
Your eyes will dry out? Brutal.
Your eyes
I
will
know.
itch.
You
They
can
will itch.
breathe. You can breathe. That's it.
Yeah, but that's not a movement. That's a natural
Technically, it's a
impulse,
muscle
right?
contraction.
That is one of those rare things that is covered by voluntary and involuntary. You'll
Oh.
breathe involuntarily, but you can control your breathing voluntarily.
Yes, you can.
Thanks, now I'm doing it.
Kind of like shitting your pants. You can choose to do so, but sometimes it happens involuntarily.
Okay.
been a
Pretty sure
while.
the armor will count into my saving throw, which is good. I'm gonna need the help. Yeah, Dave, I'm sorry. You actually have a great matrix versus paralyzation, but a 1 is a 1.
A 1 is a 1 is a 1.
Isn't it something like a
Yeah.
first level cleric resists paralysis on a 10?
Let me check. I got it right here. Yes.
Yeah, it's really good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
clerics versus paralysis, poison, and death magic. Yeah, they are the bomb.
Mm-hmm. I'm fine with being paralyzed. Didn't
Alright.
hurt, so
Gina, I don't
I
think
wanna
you're going to
take
be
out
doing
the one
much.
I
Why don't you
injured.
dice initiative when it comes time?
sure, I'll get ready.
Hopefully I can take out the one I injured with magic missile. You can take out the one left over on Avrot. Or,
I'll be
sorry,
right back. I gotta go turn a movie on for the kids.
Go ahead, you're
Alright.
paralyzed. Okay, party initiative.
Alright, I'll get it then. I rolled a 1. Fuck me.
Okay, so attacking C, yelling at John.
Just a real quick thing.
Avrod. Okay. All right. Again, you have weapons reach, and that one was doing that. That one, I have to figure out fresh.
At least I can fucking hit them on a 3. Thank gods.
Oh, okay. All right, missile fire coming first. John D, your first dart on D. Roll to hit.
13 at third.
13 as a third level fighter. Did you add in the darts bonus?
Yes.
Well, shit, John D, that's a hit. Dice your damage.
These creatures are nasty because of the multi-attack paralysis, but they don't have a great armor class. I hit it on
They are
that at
large,
3.
right? So I have to do
They-
1d2.
They are large. And yeah, double M, that's a DM thing I'll talk to you about in a minute here when the fight's over.
For max.
For 5. John D, give me a perception check.
Okay.
Okay, so John D, you throw that dart and you're reaching for the next and lining up your shot. You will notice it's staggering and falling over before you get to take your second shot. Okay, so A,
I'm here.
Welcome back.
So D is down.
wait, A, B, and D are down. Okay, so at this point, Hans, you can take your attack on C.
Okay.
You fumbled, didn't you?
No, another fucking 4. Plus 2 should be 6 at 8. We're trying.
Okay.
We're trying.
A 6 at 8.
Yep. Plus sword bonuses, if any.
That hits. Dice your damage.
Fucking hell.
You said you were feeling like this wasn't a good one.
Yeah, okay, so I rolled 6 for damage, plus 5 from strength would be 11, plus sword bonuses.
C is down. So A, B, C, D are down. And guess what?
E is running.
No, E was climbing up the wagon. John D, let's see. What is your armor class? You are...
I am armor class 0.
Yes, you are. Which means these monsters need a surprisingly number of that to hit you. As I attack with 8 tentacles.
On.
You know what's great against them? Stone Skin. Stone Skin's great.
Yes.
We should get that.
Miss,
It's not that
miss.
great.
Miss, hit. Hit. John D, I need 3 saving throws from you.
Drum rolls, please.
Dice
Does
bot is
not
gonna fuck
include
you.
magic resistance?
No, it does not include magic resistance, John D. In fact, let me look at something before you roll. You need that as that class, and the same number as your other class. So, do you have any bonuses going for you, John D?
Yes, I do. +1 with my robes.
+1 from your robes. Anything else?
Not
Dex-
to my knowledge.
Would dexterity play into this? Obviously, wisdom's out. It's not mental based, but
It's not mental based, and no, I
Constitution? No.
don't.
I know at high.
No. If he had a 19 or higher, maybe, but no.
Yeah, I know at higher levels, Constitution grants like Hans has a bonus of 1 to saving throws versus poison. I don't even know if that would apply here. It's the same
Do
category.
you want me to roll them?
Roll the dice, John D. Your odds are
Okay.
pretty good.
This is the first one.
Okay, you got a 12. See the next one. An 11. Let's see the third one.
Fingers crossed.
Oh,
Oh, John D. As you are also now paralyzed.
Dungeon Master, it's just D left that I can see.
Give me a perception just to check for that, Hans.
I rolled a 4. Here, I'll put it in there.
Oh yeah, it's you and that one. Oh, attacking with abandon.
I think that's appropriate in this case. I don't know so
It
much
was-
about Berserk, but abandon.
It was in my head. I was like, please go for it. Go all out. Full throttle mode.
It's gonna reduce my armor class. I'm hoping because there's distance to cover and I got the sword, I can make it and hit it.
Okay, attacking with abandon.
You want me to pull that up?
This is your 2 attack round. You get a bonus attack, so you'll get 3 attacks this round. No shield or dex bonus. So figure out your armor class for the round.
Chainmail +4.
Okay, so you didn't have shield or dex, so you take a penalty of 1.
No, like that. My dex is just the chainmail +4, so it would be 1. Like I have dex, I have shield, and negating those puts me at chainmail +1. Not chain.
Oh, okay.
Armor class 1, chainmail +4. Fuck me, I can't talk.
You're wearing +4 chainmail is
Uh-huh.
armor class 1. That's
Mhm.
what I've got listed for you.
I should be -3 with dexterity and shield. Did I never update you?
No, you didn't.
Alright, Dungeon Master.
And you've been potentially suffering for that. We will get back to that
Oof.
after the fight.
Oof.
Okay, you are +2 to hit in
Alright.
addition to that extra attack. So, I need an initiative roll from you. This is
Paramount.
ceremonial.
6.
Nice. And you are attacking with abandon. So Hans, hold on, let me check a thing. That's as I suspected. You may make your first attack. Roll to hit.
Alright, dice. Do not fucking fumble. Goddamn. 20! Motherfucker! 20!
Double up. Double up.
Dice percentage.
92.
Really?
92! The dice, no! The dice,
Cutting-
no!
Cutting weapon, 92. Chest wound, double damage, dice your damage.
Alright. And it is 1 die 12 plus 5. I rolled 8. Plus 5 would put it to 13. Doubled becomes 26.
Wait,
But
stop.
that's without sword bonus, yeah.
13, sword bonus,
Doubled.
doubled. And it goes down. It was intent on ravaging John D, but you whacked the shit out of it, and It goes down. Okay. Hans for the save. Shit, look at that crap.
We're not done just yet.
Yeah, we're all still paralyzed.
Yeah, exactly. Waiting for the nail.
And I gotta pee.
So yeah, Dungeon Master, I'm no cleric. I probably don't, get that. Oh, I just need to wait and it will wear off. So.
I'll be right back. I'll
Sorry.
be right back.
Gonna go pee too.
Well, that was really down to the wire.
That was a close one. That's as close as we've been to a party wipe yet on this campaign.
Well, I've been closer.
Oh, I'm sure you have. Sure you have.
Yeah, John D, if your new immortal status is making you feel invincible, congratulations. This should be a very grounding experience. MR and regeneration doesn't do much. You would have been a tasty snack for many years to these things before they finally did finish you off.
Oh, because of his regen?
Maybe. I'm afraid I couldn't say.
I think they would have just eaten him once.
But if they couldn't finish him off or a part of him kept regenning and he just kept coming back to be eaten, to come back to be eaten, talk about hell.
But if it went out long enough that they were no longer hungry and John had time enough to actually recover from the paralysis.
Maybe you could start crawling away and then they tackle you again and you... Oh, I'm hungry again.
Oh, damn. I forgot a thing.
Oh?
Yeah. Yeah, I did.
Good thing or
Son of
bad
a
thing?
bitch. Well, it's embarrassing for me. It's good for the party.
I'll take it. I'll take it and assume that you were being nice.
Are immortals immune to paralyzation?
No, they are not.
No. Okay.
However, John D has just found out something that he did not know, which you kind of put the spotlight on. John D, I'm sorry. You would have saved all 3 times.
Oh, right. Damn it. I forgot about that, too. That's on me as much as you.
No, I'm the senior DM, and I'm the one in charge running the campaign. So, John D, look at it this way. You were not paralyzed. But assuming you had landed the other 2 darts on D or E, unless you critically hit, you wouldn't have killed it.
Fair.
So, instead of you having thrown those 2 darts, it was in your face, and Hans still would have gotten that first attack out of 3 before you threw a dart. So, instead of being paralyzed, you were hesitating and contemplating your actions, and he whacked it and killed it like he did. Fair enough?
Fair enough.
Okay. So, I might as well break the ice on this. Gina, this is completely off-world for you. Double M knows about this. John D, as an immortal, your saving throws are 3 across the board.
Oh.
Fuck,
All of
shit.
Oh, yeah.
If you save against anything with a 3. Now, if there are penalties, then it can be higher.
Yep.
But
Certain poisons
if
are
he
so
has-
potent.
And a 1 still fails always.
1
Yep.
is always a failure.
Okay,
You roll
so-
1, you've failed.
Yeah, so
Yes,
getting a
you're-
+3 ring doesn't prevent him from ever failing.
No, he can still. He could have a +5 ring, be behind a +5 shield,
Yeah,
and pluses
a 1 still
from,
fails.
from magical spells helping him out. You roll a 1, it's a failure. Okay.
I mean, if there's sufficient pluses behind it, we might say, okay, instead of taking half damage from the fireball, you instead take quarter, and your items automatically save because you've just got so many layers at that point. It's up in the air, but yeah.
Yeah, if you've got like 20 bonuses points on, yeah, I'll figure something out. But until that happens. And John D, I do need a saving throw for that dart that you threw.
Duly noted.
Go ahead and
And
roll
no,
it.
it doesn't save on a 3.
And I get the +3 with the dart level.
You get the +3 of the dart, yes. Roll your saving throw already. Okay, yeah, your dart's fine, and you saw where it went. This was short range.
Oh, it is stuck. It should be stuck in the carrying crawler.
Yes. So, John D, I need a action for the round from you. Because it's just you and Hans at this moment. The other two are down.
The fact that I could hit them on like a 4 was amazing, though.
Oh, Dave, by the way, you can't blink, but you can look around.
Okay, next time I'll type in looks around.
Okay.
But I guess no one would even notice because my eyes are solid black anyways.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Okay, it's Avrod, not Avrad, but okay. So you're helping Hans put the two of them on the back of the wagon for right now.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that means that's 4 rounds worth of stuff. I just got to keep track of time here.
Yep. When the goblins come
Do you
across
want
us,
to check out this place before we move on?
first if he gets
So
the
more
companions
adventurers
away.
won't be ambushed.
First we take care of them.
I've been knocked. Well, I've seen party members get knocked out by ghouls before. It might take just a few minutes.
Alright, is that the case? Dungeon Master waiting for a new?
Type it in, both of you.
Yep. Watch over them for a minute, and Dungeon Master, I'll try and recover my bolt and reload.
Okay. That much time. John D. Overwatch. Okay. You recover your dart. Y'all get the 2 guys. Y'all can see Avrod's eyes looking around. They're both breathing. Y'all don't find any injuries upon them.
No wounds to bind, nothing I can do right now. Let's just hope
Nope.
this isn't permanent.
So y'all are on Overwatch, and it's going to take about 10 minutes, which puts us to that and that. Dave, you'll start feeling your extremities again. And John D and Hans, give me perception checks.
That's my D12.
You said a 12.
No,
Okay,
I tried to roll a D12 for it. I wish.
Yeah, no, bad, Hans, bad. So y'all are keeping Overwatch, but you'll both notice that I almost said Velvin. Dave starts twitching a little.
I would love to play Velvin in both campaigns.
Velvin Between Worlds.
Rice and raisins, a million termites.
Alright, so that's good. Start breathing a little bit easier and just, hey, Dave, if you can hear me, it's probably about to wear off.
Okay. So, y'all want me to fast track you another minute or two here?
Yeah.
Sure.
Right.
Okay, so another minute or two, another minute, and Avrod's starting to, his right arm is moving a little bit, and Dave, you'll get control back first. You got paralyzed first, and yeah, you're kind of jerky and shaky, but you can move, you can speak at this point.
Ah, perfect.
Oh, John does step openly to the party.
That was a close one, fellas.
Yeah, that came really close.
And Avrod's trying to get up, and he's, hey, anybody grab my sword?
Oh, get his sword and give it to him.
Okay, thanks. And
Dave's hammer also.
Yeah,
anything
okay.
they dropped.
Takes him a few tries to get the point into the scabbard, but he sheathes it.
Mm-hmm.
God damn.
You two all right?
I think I'll be okay.
Avrod's gonna pull out a water skin from his backpack, and he takes a hefty slug and he hands it over towards you, Dave. Here, this will help.
I'll reach out, take it, and take a drink.
Okay, a little drink or a big drink?
Big drink.
Big drink.
Big drink for a 4'3" troll.
Okay, give me a system shock roll there, Dave.
Oh, no.
God damn it. Moonshine.
Was it really cold water?
I think
System
it's
shock 79.
Okay, you rolled a 79 or?
I rolled a 79.
Okay, what's your con?
My constitution is 16.
Oh,
That's
you're
like an
probably
85.
okay. Let me
I
check.
think that's 80.
I thought it was 9B something.
Yeah, it's like 90 something.
Oh.
16 system shock is 95. All right. So IRL, Gina, have you ever grabbed a high proof shot of something and just slugged it down?
Oh, Jesus, yeah.
Yeah.
That was liquor?
Yeah, that water skin. You notice how it says water skin or wine skin?
Because
When
it only
Yeah.
matters what you put in it. You could fill it with piss
Yeah.
if you wanted.
the only difference is what's in it. Yeah, that ain't water. You were expecting water. You got Cecildorf.
That made my eyes pop.
Okay, now do you know about Cecildorf, Gina?
I believe so. Dom had purchased some one time.
Okay, just to be clear, that's like
151 proof, right?
that's like 180 proof or better.
180. Ooh.
Basically moonshine.
Yeah, so you take that slug, and before you can lower it back down, the air has escaped your respiratory tract. It's like, he gave you liquid fire, and while it is helping against the lingering effects of the paralysis, it's got its own side effects. When he grabs the water skin back, good stuff, and slaps you on the back, which surprisingly does help you with your intake of breath suddenly.
Not bad, not bad.
No, okay, remember, no air. Not bad, not bad. Been
I
there.
passed my system shock.
Yeah, you did, but that means you didn't pass out from it. Okay.
Oh, okay. I guess if I would have passed it really well, I would have been okay.
Yeah, you would have been okay, but that was kind of high.
Yeah, 79, that's really high.
79 out of 95. Now, if you'd rolled a 30 or less, it would have been like, strong stuff, man. I thought you were handing me water.
I thought he was handing me some kind of magical potion, son of a bitch.
Oh, it's a magical potion, all right. Okay, so at this point, let me see in-game chat. Hey, do you think we should harvest these bastards? Paralysis could be a useful thing to have on our side. Maybe by using poisons is such a coward's way out. Also, if we do explore, I do have some I got from some tiny centaur elks once. We could sell it. Oh, we could sell it.
I
Right,
assume he's
so-
referencing to the carrion crawler thing. I don't know. I've never tried to milk one of those things before, and frankly, it's not Hans's forte. He's willing to try, but what if it icks on me and I get paralyzed? I don't want that.
I don't want anything to do with it.
Avrod, I'm gonna be real here. This seems like your forte.
No, I don't want any part of that.
All right.
Tell you what.
so-
John, I'll hold up the head and you can try and milk one of the stock things, but good luck with that. I'm not letting those stock things touch me. Fuck that.
Okay, so no, Avrod doesn't want any part of touching those things.
John, you interested
Well,
then?
John does have gloves.
Alright, do you want to try?
He'll try to get a vial's worth.
Alright, Dungeon Master, John, you two cover that. I'm gonna go quickly get some food. When we're done with that, my in-game chat will happen, but Hans will help John just by holding the thing if he needs it, avoiding letting the fucking thing touch me at all costs. Alright, and then when we're done with that, in-game chat will be there, but I'm gonna go quickly dip for 2 minutes, get some food.
Okay, guys, go pee, get a drink, do whatever. Avrod's on Overwatch. Hans is willing to hold the thing, and
I might be a little bit. I'm gonna go put some kids to bed.
okay, go do that. No worries. We'll wait for you. In-game chat. I'm glad to see you both better in working order. This home may be the lair or these creatures, which means maybe, just maybe, we could find treasure. Shall we investigate? Okay. So, Vader, is this more fun than the Saturday Night Mob?
Apparently interesting. Feeling challenged by lesser things.
There you go. Now, I'm sorry you found out the way you did, but now you know about your saving throws. Pretty good to be an immortal, ain't it?
Yeah.
Going for a smoke. Be right back.
And back.
Welcome back. So basically, since John saves at all things at a 3 and he has +1 from his robes, he needs a 2 or better.
For the most part, if you have penalties like poison that gives you a
Penalties, right,
-4 to
sure.
your save. But yeah, that's pretty good. John D, you are not completely indestructible, but you're a pretty solid tip of the spear, which is why you're gonna go first! No, I'm joking. I don't know that, so I will offer to go first since my armor has clearly protected me. Also, they never tried to hit me. So I guess we poke around the house. The odds of it having like a basement dungeon layer are tiny, tiny, very small. There could be the corpse of some adventurer that they've eaten though, and maybe we take his shit. Who knows, maybe he even had magic shit. We could find a magic bastard sword. And then I'll be even more in debt to the party.
What spells do I have on me?
I can think of one that'd be great. No, I can't actually. Hans knows nothing of your spells other than that some of them are cool. You have the green magic shit one, the big ball of fire one, the one that makes him big, and the one that makes him strong. Or wait, that was Robin?
Actually, that was always Robin.
Yeah, so actually I don't think you have that one.
And
But regardless, he doesn't have some of those on hand.
Mm-hmm. Oh, party, by the way, if we happen to come across some dead people in there, if we end up going in there and they have a dagger or two, let me take it. I have space for it. And I'm trying to make a hallmark of my adventures. You see these bandoliers? They're going to be full of daggers by the time we're done.
All right. I'm back. I hear Vader and Double M is
Uh-huh.
back.
Yep.
Okay, full
Oh.
gang.
Well, how does that vial thing go?
Okay, so Hans and John D. Brain.
John does have gloves.
Okay, you have gloves. Okay, and Dave, I don't see an action.
because I'm having nothing to do with it. I'm sitting on the buckboard waiting for these guys.
Overwatch,
Okay.
okay.
Nope, not Overwatch.
Well, put something in.
Okay, I
Sitting
just
on
got
the
back.
buckboard.
Where is it? Actions.
While the dungeon master reaches for another beer. Okay. So, yeah. You know, there is a thing about that. Let me double check. I looked at this in detail the other day. Okay. How many empty vials are you trying to fill there, Vader?
I'm just getting one.
Okay, give me a 2 dexterity checks.
Okay. I'd say make those handily,
A
eh?
6 and a 1.
Mm-hmm. You said dex check.
Yes, I did. Not saving throws. You're right. I was thinking, I saw that 1 and I thought, a 1. Okay.
You're not on tonight, girls.
No, not my best night.
Nope.
Not my worst either, though. So,
Oh, okay. Okay.
hey, my worst night ever was still a lot of fun. Besides, this is a Tuesday. Okay. All right. So, Vader, yeah, you managed to fill a vial with this gummy kind of. It's kind of a. I'm not going to try describing the color. It's an offshoot of purple that I want to say mauve or something like that, but don't worry about it. You managed to fill a vial with this stuff, and yeah.
Stopper it, and I'll mark down my person.
Okay. Make note of that, John D.
Oh, I'm also telling Camellia in my mind not to go near them.
Yeah, by the way, where is she at in the formations?
So if
And
you recall,
she
sorry,
is she wrote down?
no. So if you recall, I wanted to ask a question, but then I realized asking John D, "Hey, where do you want your familiar?" would be meta.
Yeah, so y'all need to handle that. And Double M, you'll notice, or you may or may not have, I'm pretty sure you clued in. I used their main armor class of their body, which was like 7, because nobody stipulated where they were attacking. Because carrion crawlers, their heads are armor class 3.
That's right. If you wanted to target the head specifically, I was considering a called headshot.
Okay, there's no penalty because the head is listed, but it's
4
4
spaces
points
better.
harder.
Yeah, so it's the same penalty as before. Funny enough.
So, yeah, I just went with the. Actually, no, you would still, if you target the head, that's a little bit. Yeah. But then again, its head is the size of a freaking.
Joint, if you will.
Huh? Size of what?
Joint. So while the body's armor class 7, the head armor class 3 means that essentially it's a -4 to hit.
Yeah, but it does say that it's much thicker and harder. But so I gave y'all general attacks, which was against the body, because Hans, otherwise, a bunch of those hits of yours against armor class 3,
Would have
those
missed.
would have missed.
Yep. Oh, I was so grateful I did not try called shots. You notice I've been easing off of those because ever since I wiped a party with a nightmare, I'm like, ooh, maybe I don't bring that on myself.
Yeah, that was smart. You notice I don't resort to those very
You don't
often
need
either.
to. You're +9 to
Nope.
hit.
Nope.
+12
After
to
the
damage.
nightmare incident, I don't use them very often.
Yeah, that's an act of desperation, and it should be.
Or
Unless,
if it's you think that could be the last blow to finish it.
yeah, or there's some dumbass that doesn't have a helmet on.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah, because, yeah, take it then.
Or like, what if you are going for like on a skeleton, sweeping shots to the legs?
You could do that if you wanted.
They might sweep your legs back, though.
Certain intelligent
No,
monsters
no.
might pick up your own tactics and use them against you.
Only intelligent monsters. Skeletons are non-thinking.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so anyhow, that out of the way. And I thought about computing Hans's critical hit for that 92, but that was a chest hit. And it's like, you know what? Regardless, a 20 would have hit. And excuse me for a minute, guys.
Vader, let's go grab
This
you
has
and
been
voice real
fun.
quick. So, John D, when we're walking in the woods, the wagon abandoned at the roadside because it's been fireballed, and we're walking back to civilization lonely, cradling our wounds, except for you, who's fine, where is Camilla in that formation? Right now I've got Dave leading, Avrod and John side by side, Hans in the back, and a
Well,
diamond.
she wouldn't be walking. She'd probably be on my person.
Okay,
Why
well,
would she?
And C.
put something in formations about to Camilla's whereabouts
In your
most
pack?
of the time. But she's not just going to stay in his pack all day.
In your pack, for
She
example? Or,
On or near my person when in the wagon.
Yeah. Exactly.
On my backpack when walking. That kind of thing.
okay, and
Figure it out.
Pretty much that.
Watch
Unless,
schedule.
remember,
Foul.
or are you going to want me to specifically say that she ought to flee if it were being surrounded or something?
Yeah, it's
You
just
know,
a
you
general
should.
idea.
You are responsible for the actions of your familiar within a certain amount.
Campsite formation.
Okay, now there is a new for the party because I want to know what y'all are doing next.
Are you two done? Get on the wagon. Let's get going.
Hold on. Don't we want to possibly investigate this? There could be like just a corpse on the inside we can't see from this angle. Could have treasure. Avrod?
There could be more of those in there.
I think they would have come out by now, given how long we've been hanging around outside. I don't know. I don't know what these things are, what the hell
Alright.
they do, but a whole bunch just
I'll-
crawled out to attack means they're probably
I'll
done.
follow you in, Hans.
John?
I'll be behind him.
Avrod? Avrod, you want
I'll
to stay
guard-
here at the wagons and yep.
I'll guard the wagon.
Yeah, Hans, don't worry. This will be great. We'll have so much fun. No danger whatsoever. Yeah. All right, Dungeon Master, I'm getting out my continual light lantern and opening her up.
Okay, bam! Oh, that shit is bright. Good thing
We're
it
in the
was
middle of
still
the day, aren't
daytime.
we? Yeah. All right. Now, I forget if I ever got a belt hook or something or not, but I'm going to pass it off over to Dave. Dave, hold this. For attack, set it down gently, please.
9.
Wait a minute. I just thought of something.
Go ahead.
I do.
It'd be kind of hard to aim around or over you if you're in
Yeah.
front.
Yeah. Yeah, it would. Don't worry, though. I'll be fine.
But Dave does not want to carry the lantern.
Well, John, hey, guess what?
Hmm?
Do you want John to go first? He can do his headlamp.
Sure. Fine. Go ahead, John. Dave, you get in the middle and I'll be in the back.
No, you're going ahead of me. I didn't want to go in here.
You don't want to
convinced
hold the
me.
lantern. You don't want to... God damn it, dude.
I don't want to be in here, but I'm
Alright.
coming just in case. Do you want me to stay outside?
That's your choice, dude. Alright, John D in front with the headlamp. I'll be behind him. I guess I'll hold Bertha in one hand and lantern in the other.
You're gonna have trouble over here.
Yeah, I want you to have your hand handily on that trigger.
Alright, fine. I'll put away the lantern.
Tater tots.
Yeah.
Okay, potato cakes and burrito. That sounds lovely. Yeah. Okay. All right, guys. Mama was telling me what we're having for dinner tomorrow night, and so I missed about 30 seconds there. So, what is the party's going in?
Okay. John D has his headlamp that he's going to be using. Hans will be behind. He's going to stow the thing since John D's getting out the headlamp. And yeah, I'll just use both hands for Bertha.
And John D, where's Camellia while you're doing this?
Preferably staying on the wagon.
Okay. All right. So Avrod is going to break out some dried meats, and oh yeah, I'll keep an eye on her for you. Oh, here, you bet you'd like a little bite of this, wouldn't you? Nom nom nom.
Oh, he's gonna tease her.
He's
Ouch.
corrupting your familiar.
Mhm.
Okay, so John D going first with his headlamp on. Hans next. Lantern carefully stowed away. Yeah, Hans, I don't remember if you got that hook or not. I thought you did.
I thought he did too.
I know I gave you prices for it.
Fuck if I can find it right now. Right.
Yeah.
Well, DM, tell you what, I'll look up those prices later, and if we can allow me to at least have it now after spending the gold for it now, that will be good. But again, we can deal with that later. For now, just
No. You either paid for it and got it, and you're going to find proof, or you didn't.
all right. I'll poke
Because
around.
your money was really tight back then.
It was. Yeah.
Now, if you find proof that that it's there, then I'll accept that. But right now, you're working off of John D's headlamp anyhow.
All right.
Okay, John, Hans, Dave. Okay. And so, John D, you're going through, you're typing. Very good. Y'all get bogged down chattering, but it's in a good way.
So is there a door, or are we going to try to go through the collapsed portion?
There's a doorway, I think, and there's a section that's collapsed, but other is not collapsed.
Okay, looking at this building from its front, as I described it, it has cut stone as well as brick. There is an open window thing, a window way arch, window hole. It used to have glass and shit in there. But
Gotcha.
it's a full... Pardon?
I said gotcha.
Gotcha.
I understand.
Oh, okay. So that hole is 4x4. These things came out of the empty doorway that no longer has a door, which is pretty standard size, about 6.5 feet tall, about 3.5 feet wide. You can see the vestiges of where there used to be a wooden door frame and hinges and whatnot recessed into the stone. And then further on to the left, there's the collapsed corner that is open air and vines all over it. But John
Yeah.
D, if you're looking, I assume you're looking in the doorway.
That is my intention.
Okay, and your headlamp is illuminating this nicely. You can see the reflection of light off of coins.
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 Okay, but before he goes through the doorway, he wants to listen to see if he hears anything else moving about.
Other than the creak of your comrade's armor, the breathing, the snuffling, the wind through the trees, normal animal sounds, etc., you don't hear anything disconcerting from within.
John cranes his head around to get a full scope of the room in front of him.
Okay. The initial room that you can see appears to be about 20 feet deep, and from the doorway to the leftmost, where it's partially collapsed, looks to be about 10 feet. To the right looks to be about 15 feet. And using your headlamp, you see various bones. You see so many coins, it's insane. You see normal debris and detritus littered about. And to your right, at the opposite wall at the base, there appears to be some, like a hole, like
Ooh.
where something either tunneled up or down from underneath the wall into this chamber. There are a number of broken arrows, old, very badly rusted daggers, etc. Now, the bones and skulls that you see laying about are not only human, but other unidentified stuff.
Okay, so coins. Tell me, what kind?
Copper and silver.
Yay! A
I
Denalia
don't think that's
dungeon.
worth our time.
No,
Huh?
it is. It so is.
Oh?
Yeah. It adds up. How much are we looking at?
Hundreds, maybe thousands.
It's worth it. We can always offload it or bury it later. Come on. We're here anyways.
Okay,
Take it-
so are there anything else? Bones and coins in that hole?
Oh, you're going to look over in the hole?
No, I'm asking for the general scope. What about doorways?
No, there are no other doorways. This as nicely as it was built, this looks to have been a single occupancy dwelling. Whatever furniture that it once possessed has long broken down into rotted wood and bits and tatters. There are numerous bits of cloth, some of it fresher and still in reasonably good shape, some of it older and just rotting to the point that it looks like it would fall apart if you touched it. There are leather goods, wooden goods, metal goods like pots and pans, but again, they're half buried or whatnot in the debris.
Okay, I'm thinking picking up one of the bones and tossing it into a hole and waiting to see if anything stirs.
Okay, you're thinking about that. Duly noted.
Alright. Dungeon Master, I'll
Okay.
look around and see all this, obviously, and check for
Yeah.
anything else that John might have missed.
Okay, so yeah, you're looking around. So is Dave. So y'all are seeing whatever he's panning his light onto. And since it's still daylight and the roof is completely missing, you don't even need his light so much.
John, you want to check out the hole?
Alright. And John will toss a bone into it
Okay, you toss a bone into it. Then what?
and listen.
Okay, you hear it land not far away.
Fine, I'll go over and illuminate with my light.
Okay. You can see that this hole in the ground, which looks big enough to accommodate the carrion crawlers, like one at a time, maybe two at a time, goes down about 7 or 8 feet at a gentle slope and opens up slightly. There are a number of bones and it's more barren earth down there than up here because leaves and tree branches and shit fell inside of this place, but down there not so much. So there's a little bit of debris. There's still plenty of bones though, and some cloth goods and leather goods. You're not sure what they are at this point.
So, am I able to see the entirety of what's down there? Or
You're pretty sure, maybe a little to the left and maybe to the right, but it looks clear from where you're at.
I'm asked, okay, so there's no further treasure down there.
Well, the coins that you've been seeing littered about mixed with the debris here are down there as well.
Do we want to spend the effort of excavating these coins out?
Fellow companions, I am not fitting down that hole. You all may investigate further if you wish. I'll help pull you up and down with ropes if you want, but in the meantime, I'm going to pull out a large sack and start bagging coins.
Okay, now, Hans, just to be sure, if one of them went down there and they had trouble getting up that gentle slope, you've got an 8'6" arm span. So that means one of your arms is like, if you really push up
About
to
4
your neck,
feet, roughly.
yeah, you've got a 4-foot arm reach. I mean, this is hardly the distance that you need a rope, but if you did, I mean, you're going to jerk on the rope twice and they're going to come flying out unless a warden is giving them a bear hug.
You
Yeah,
got
pretty
another
much.
large sack on you, Hans?
There's definitely totally not another one hiding down there that will grab anyone who's stupid enough to go down there. Totally. So, I'm not going down there.
Guys, come on. Oh, come on. Everybody back off. John D, get around from the hole and throw a fireball down there.
There you go.
Clear it out.
Yeah.
Yeah, except the area of effect and it'll melt the coins.
Oh, details. Semantics.
I gotta pee. I'll be right back. Y'all think about this shit. Anyhow, you've got a new in action.
Hans, do you have another large sack?
Yeah, that's what I'm looking at now. Okay, I've got 2 large sacks. I think
I've
we
got
have
some on the
supplies in
wagon.
the
I
wagon.
just don't want to
Yeah.
go back to the wagon to get them. I'm going down the hole. I'm gonna grab a sack and go down the hole if you have one.
All right.
It's a gentle slope. I'll run back out.
Be careful,
Wait,
Dave.
hold on, do you have a helmet?
I'm wearing plate mail. I'm pretty sure that came with the helmet.
Okay,
Yes.
so would you like my headlamp?
Nah, I can see in the dark.
All right
Yeah,
then.
it is. To be fair, the headlamp would illuminate more, and no, it's your call, dude.
So I can see enough to get by.
Well, be my guest.
And it's a small tunnel, and if one is coming, I'm pretty sure we'd hear it pretty quickly.
Yeah, some things can be very quiet when they want to be.
You see the size of that thing? And how many
Well,
legs
we have a
does it
lot of
have?
highly perceptive people here.
Oh fuck no, I'm not perceptive. I've just been very lucky today.
It's not like they're thieves. They don't have that ability.
Yeah, we'll be fine. Just like I didn't want to come in here, I'm willing to go down the hole now that I am here. Different people take different chances.
All right. Well, I think it was worth it. Okay, silver and copper is pretty shite, but we can
It's
bag it up
something.
and keep moving.
I think we should really only take the silver, but
It's gonna be annoying to separate them for now. Let's just take it with, and we'll start tossing out coppers if we need to. But we're still
God damn it.
relatively poor, all things
I
considered.
never did get that link boy that I tried to hire.
Oh damn
Remember?
it.
Bag coins, I have 2 large sacks.
Now Dave
Okay.
wants to take one of the sacks and go down the Hole of Wonders and get the coins from there, and maybe see if there's any jewelry or gemstones that fell down there. Hopefully, maybe a magic sword or something.
Okay, guys, please type it in.
Mhm.
I need to know, and this should be done properly, as I keep stressing.
Well,
let a
hey,
lot of
I think I
food
was
down.
good.
Yeah. Okay. They are typing. John will help Hans bag.
Oh, hey, call out to Avrod, because it's like, what, 20 feet away or so? There's some coins. Not great. We're going to bag them up.
All right. I'm with you in spirit.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. Just tell us if something's coming.
I'm watching. I'm watching.
Yeah. He actually is serving
Okay.
a good job there, and as an NPC, that's a good spot for him.
Yes.
Yeah,
you-
we forgot to finish that up, Dungeon Master. Remember last?
Imagine if y'all suddenly heard Avrod yell, "Yeah, muleys, yeah!" Wouldn't that be fucked?
Walk back out, line up a shot, headshot, thunk.
Hmm.
magic missile.
Or that, yeah.
No, that's what I'd go for.
But honestly, why would he do that? I'm his walking, talking paycheck.
Yeah, you are invested. He's not leaving you behind, Hans.
Especially when you have this sword.
Yeah, trust me, Hans. If you die, he's going in there after the stuff on you.
Mhm.
Okay, so Hans, you're bagging up coins. You have 2 large sacks. Dave indicates that he's taking one of those sacks from you and going down the hole.
Alright. Just don't
Okay.
fill it up with crap.
John D, you're helping to bag up coins. Okay, John D and Hans, I need you both to dice percentage.
Okay.
Ooh, I don't know if that's good or bad.
97 and 54. Okay. Gotcha.
Well, let's hope we wanted high.
Okay, and Dave, you take a sack and you go down there. Dave, roll a d8 for me.
D8.
Okay. All right. So, wow, this is a lot of coins, guys. So, Hans and John D, as you two are, and I'm sorry, but all you're finding are copper and silver.
Like I
But John
said.
D,
Go ahead.
John D, after about 3 minutes, you will unearth the hilt of, is it a dagger or a sword or a, but it's,
Dungeon Master,
yes,
checking it for magic.
by,
Touch.
oh yeah, it's magic.
We might have found something.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, and you all wanted to leave this behind. Okay. Let's pause the coins for a second and unearth that. What did we find?
Okay, so y'all unearth a longsword. It has
Ooh.
it has no trace of rust or blemish upon it.
Oh,
Since
Johns, that might be magic.
it was mostly buried in the debris and the coins.
I-
But
Yeah, I use long swords. If this is good, I'm calling it.
Alright, you can pay us back for the. I'm joking. No, actually, I'm not. That's what they did to me. Fucking assholes.
It doesn't work like that in this party, John. You're gonna have to pay everybody out their share.
So, no, we'll discuss that. John, if you want to hold on to that for now, go ahead. If it's cursed, that's also on your head.
and
I'm not touching it till I identify it.
Alright.
you already touched
You
it.
touched it to
I'm not
tell it was
using
magic.
it.
Okay.
Alright, well, John, if it's cursed, you've already got the curse on. You might as well use
You've
it.
already touched it. That's all it takes.
John, use
But
the sword.
you're holding on to it. Yes, John D.
Sure.
Alright.
Okay, then make a note that you have the long sword from the carrion crawler's lair.
Hey, there might be other things buried under here. Let's keep sorting through. Now, Dungeon Master, you said there were anywhere from a few hundred to a few thousand. I know each bag holds about 400 coins, so... Dave, do we
Yeah.
have more on the wagon?
Yes, there are 10 more on the wagon.
Alright, I don't have that listed here in party funds. You
I
need to make
have
sure
it.
you add
I have
that.
it on mine. It's on my page because it's my wagon. Remember, it's my responsibility to keep track of. You said.
So in that case,
Okay.
once we fill up on that, we'll go get more of the large sacks to
Yeah.
fill.
Okay. So, Gina, at about this same time as you're bagging up silver, I trust.
Mm,
and-
Primarily.
Okay, and you're pulling and you rip as you were moving some copper out of the way and
Mhm.
some leather, and the leather ripped, and you see shiny things that aren't copper or silver.
Gems.
It's like they were in an old backpack or something that's been down here a while. What do you wish to do, Gina? I mean, Dave.
I will pick up the gems and put them in the bag.
Well, okay. So it's still mostly buried. You're
Oh,
just-
like in dirt?
well, like I said, there was a leather thing and it ripped, and you can see something down there. It's red and there's blue and
Okay, I'll take my hammer. I'll flip it over to the pointy backside, and I'll start trying to dig the dirt out around it or whatever I can to try and dig it out.
okay. So you're unearthing this old backpack.
Sure.
Basically. Okay. All right. There are. Okay, so it rips even more as you're doing this, Gina. But
I'm sure.
I assume you're being thorough. By this time, Hans, didn't you say you were going to get more sacks?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Okay, and John D, you're still putting coins, predominantly silver, in the sacks?
Yes.
Okay. All right, you two are bagging up things. Hans comes back really quickly. Y'all are still bagging. There's more coin here than y'all thought there was.
Good.
Now, to be fair, there would be the occasional gold piece, maybe even a platinum. And more often than not, an electrum. But, guys, as y'all know, the way the monster treasure rolls up, it's copper, silver, electrum, gold, platinum.
It
And I
doesn't give you the
rolled up-
mixed bag.
Yeah, I can do a mixed bag, but really what it said yes for was copper and silver.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
And we are numbering in the thousands here.
Very
All right. It might
So-
actually be worth it, at least the
Well-
silver.
We'll deal with this later.
Yep.
But Dave, down
Yes.
there in the hole, as you tear this backpack, but you do manage to get it with its contents above all the other debris, you will find 5 gems,
Nice.
2 jewelry,
good. Ooh.
and a thing.
Oh. Sorry, it was my turn to make a noise.
Now, I may or may not have shared this the other night when I was tired and it was late, but you know what? If I did, then you know who you are that heard about it.
It's me, and I know what it is. I'm not going to say anything.
Okay.
I think I know what it is. I
Well,
think
maybe
you
you do,
told
maybe
me
you don't.
something. Yeah.
But it's conical, and it is about 16 inches from the wide end to the tip.
Like a spyglass?
No, because the wide end is about 10 inches in diameter
Wider than a
and
spyglass.
open. And from the wide end to the small tip, it gets smaller with a not a line, but like a crease. It's bone white.
Does it look like a horn or a cornucopia?
No, those are curved.
No, yes.
This is straight. Who did I share this with?
I know what it is. I just messaged you.
Message you shared with me. I'm thinking of a different thing. I think
Right.
it's for the Saturday campaign.
It's a good thing my character has no reason to know anything about this.
Okay. So, Dave, what do you wish to do?
1 second, guys. I got to deal with kids here.
Go ahead.
What? Why is there kids down there? Dave, no, you're under hallucination.
Okay, so guys,
But whatever you do, don't touch them.
got wow, don't touch the kids. No, well, you have to touch kids when you're a parent.
So
Trust
the white thing, Dungeon Master.
Yeah.
I'm looking at it. It's cone-shaped thing.
Mm-hmm.
I'm looking at it. Like, can I twist it? Like,
You
does
can,
it?
you
Yeah,
can
I'm trying to
try.
see if it moves at all or anything. Like, does it extend, turn? Like, I'm grabbing both ends and like twisting to see if it does anything.
No,
No.
it doesn't.
Okay, throw it in the sack.
Okay. I take it you're throwing the gems and the jewelry in
As well.
in
Yes.
there as well. Okay. Guys, somewhere we figured up the capacity for a large sack. Yes?
400 gold pieces listed on the Dungeon Master screen.
Nice. And y'all had 10 sacks?
10 plus 2 for a total of 12.
Okay, assuming you're filling up on the highest denomination of coin first.
Yep.
Okay. Now, how long do y'all think it would take to fill a sack with 400 coin?
While sorting through,
I don't know.
20 minutes. Like, all according to how plentiful the coin is, too, right? If they're very
Yeah.
sparse,
There's a lot of coin.
Alright, so assuming that you can like grab a handful and okay, pick out the copper, pick it out, pick it out, pick it out, okay, that's good. Put. And you know, you're not rushing it obviously, but you're not
Mhm.
dilly-dallying either. Pretend for a second that it was 60 coins per minute. You know, 1 per second is probably too generous. Let's make it 20. So 20 per minute. And let's see, that's 400 divided by 20 would be about 20 minutes per sack.
Is that not what I said?
That is what he
all
said.
Without the
And-
meth?
Okay,
And John
so
is double teaming.
20 minutes per sack.
Mhm.
Because Hans brings these other sacks in. All right,
We could
so
do 2 at once.
3 sacks per hour. 3 of you. That's 9 sacks. So y'all are still filling sacks with coin when Avrod is going to come in and he's in John D. This oh wow, yeah, because he's got his buckler on his left arm and he's holding Camilla and she's munching on something. You don't know what he's been feeding her. Okay, but she looks happy. And he comes walking in and he's like, guys, are we going to set camp here for the night or what?
Oh fuck, does it get that late?
We
You know
got
what?
about a half an hour before dark drops.
Dungeon Master, do we happen to pass by a nearby stream or anything?
Doesn't matter. I have barrels of water on the wagon for the horses.
Alright, in that case, this seems like the best place to fortify. I say we hold camp in here.
Okay, what do y'all want to do with the wagon and the horses? Because
Put them outside, I guess. Maybe we make camp outside, actually.
We
Yeah.
make camp outside.
I'm glad y'all are so big and brave and coming here to pick up coins. Really appreciate that, but I'm not a teamster. I don't know shit with horses and wagons.
Fair enough.
So
All right. So yeah, Dungeon Master will leave the coins for the next morning, and at this point, we're gonna go set up camp next to the house. If
Yeah,
something comes
remember-
on in there and steals a bunch of copper, we've already extracted the goodies. Now, Dave, did you
no.
share what you found with the rest of us? And I'm not asking this to Meta, I'm asking this because I need to know if we know about it.
no pilferings are going to sneak in during the night and steal precious copper pieces from y'all. Oh my god.
Goddamn
Yes, I
system.
will tell. Yes, I'll tell the party that I didn't just find coins down there. I found some gems, some jewelry, and a thing. Look at it.
Huh. That is a weird looking
Ooh.
thing you got there.
Okay, so party, Gina, you're showing them the gems, the jewelry, and the thing.
The thing.
Do you
Yep.
do you think it's magic?
Oh.
Might be worth getting identified. For the meantime, let's keep it separate from the bags. If we have a safe place to put it, yeah?
Avrod says, I can stash it.
Oh, right, your pack, yeah. Sure, we should do that. Avrod, would you mind actually if we loaded up more of the coins in your pack, or because they're silver, not so much? Hey, I'm trying to pay you back, man, you know.
Yeah, no.
Alright, fair enough. So you're back.
But he'll take the white thing and reach behind him and shove it into his backpack. It's bloop, gone.
Is that what I think it is?
If you think it's my backpack, then you are absolutely correct, Mr. Wizard.
Alright, Dungeon Master, I'm putting a tentative 12 bags of silver in party funds. I know we haven't filled them all up yet.
At this point in time, you have 9 bagged up, and they're not on the wagon.
Dungeon Master, put them on a wagon. They only weigh like 40 pounds each. I got high exceptional strength plus giant size.
That'll take you this many minutes. Okay. And what is the rest of the party doing while Hans is carrying bags of coins to the wagon?
I'm setting up the camp and getting the wagons ready because we're going to stay here for the night.
Okay. So getting them off the road,
Mhm.
feeding the horses, setting up their water trough. You do have a collapsible trough, yes?
Yes, I do. And barrels of water.
Okay. All right.
DM, should I
and
just
John-
pop in a new?
And no, I'll pop one in.
Sorry, brain fart. I meant
I
to should I
know.
just pop in my actions without a new, but yeah.
No, let's do it. Okay, so Dave, you're seeing to the wagons and horses. Hans, moving the coins. John D. Okay. Dave, I don't see in actions for you, Dave.
Dave,
hold on.
you are the weakest link. And goddamn, you're a strong link. We are a strong chain party, wrapped around the throat of our enemies. Wahaha.
We have to type it, everything now? I already said I was setting up the camp, didn't I?
Just put in a
Well,
something, you know,
yeah.
so the Dungeon Master knows you're there. Yeah. I do it too, honestly.
I'll be back in a minute.
Even if I know your actions, just seeing your name there helps me keep that internal checklist of, okay, did I skip anyone from overflooding?
So yeah, 9 bags of silver with a 400 coin capacity. That only gives us about 180 gold.
Mm-hmm. The 180 gold we didn't have before. The real money, of course, is going to be the gems and jewelry, and maybe that magic item, and maybe that magic sword. That's right. Don't let me forget about that. Party funds.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm sure John D would like you all to forget about the magic sword.
Hey, John, for what it's worth, if it turns out to be like a +3 sword, I'm going to say, fuck yeah, you should use it. But what we're going to do is, odds are, we're going to see what they would buy it for, and basically you pay back the party out of that. It's kind of shitty, but since they're making me do it, now I have to make everyone else do it so we can all suffer. It depends. Honestly, John, I wouldn't keep a debt to you on it, but they're insistent, so...
Yeah, I'm on Overwatch, guys.
Mm-hmm.
While he
Alright.
plays with the weasel.
You know what? Fine. You know what? Actually, Avrod's been a pretty stalwart member of the team, even if he's on the lazier end and prefers to let us put our necks out there. I get it. We had him track. He had his neck out there. He proved his worth. He can do that.
So I see Avrod's taking a liking to Camellia.
He does. He likes the weasel. And since he keeps giving her little tidbits of food, she's warming up to him very nicely there, John D. All right. Dungeon Master needs another nicotine break. But, I got to do a thing. That checks out.
He's going to try to teach him tricks, isn't he?
Well, Vader, if you were the Dungeon Master, what do you think your NPC would do with somebody else's familiar?
I think I'd teach them to try to steal a coin out of someone's bag.
Huh. Wow. Wow, Vader, you should try playing a thief next time. That's okay, going for that smoke and give y'all a few minutes to talk and think things through. But the party at this point, you've got your camp set up, the animals are taken care of, you've got the 9 bags of coin loaded up. Dave, are you holding on to the gems and jewelry?
Nope, it's in the bags with the rest of the shit.
Really?
Yep.
Dave, why
Oh.
did you do that?
Really?
Oh, y'all can figure that out. I'll be back in 2.
Dave, could you ask the Dungeon Master to be nice to you and let you keep that in your belt pouch for the minute? Or separate? Just, come on, don't mix it with the regular coins, otherwise we gotta dig that shit out. Also, didn't we hand it off to Avrod? I know we handed the curly thing.
No, everything else went in the sack. That was the one thing I pulled out and specifically showed. I told you about the gems and jewelry, and
Hey,
it was in a
Gina,
sack
for future reference,
from day
keep the
one.
gems and jewelry separate. Makes life easier. Otherwise, we gotta spill out all the thing and sort through it to find it again, you know? Do you think you could ask Grills if he could be nice and let us not do that? Because that's a pretty B-team party thing to do. Ah, my nose.
All right. I'm going to have to take a consensus here. Dave, did you show the jewelry to the party? He is muted there.
I told them about it and pulled the other item out of the sack and showed them that item.
Okay. Yeah, you showed them the white thing, which Avrod put in his backpack. What about the gems and the jewelry? Did that stay in the sack? I'm allowing you leeway here.
Sure, I took it out and put it in my belt pouch.
Okay, but did you show it to the rest of the party?
No, fuck them.
Okay. Duly
They
noted.
know about it. I told them about it, but I didn't specifically show them those items. I showed them the thing, though. I was very specific about the weird thing.
The weird thing. Okay. All right.
So
Dungeon
I will
Master,
put the,
just to make sure, he did say he told us about it.
He told y'all about the gems and the 2 jewelries, and he assures you that he's safeguarding them.
All right.
And he has them on his person.
Oh, hey, Vader, you should enter in a triage for your character.
Oh, yeah. Yes, you should.
Even if it's almost never going to need to be updated.
You should be at 100% unless I am incorrect. Okay. And, well, no, never mind. Her hit points are low enough that if it's not 100%, it probably won't be worth keeping track of. Okay.
looking at the map and how far we traveled at what time, I'm pretty sure we're better off just going back to Oslam. Back to
We
the
should go
city
back
of
to
the...
the city of the temples.
No, but actually that is the strategic choice here. We're way down by coin, or going to be, and we've
That's a
got
very
shit.
B team. That's a very B team thing to do to double M.
Mhm.
It's a realistic thing when it comes to stuff we need to get identified.
This is true, although we don't know anyone who can identify shit, and I am not going back up the fucking river to Axholm.
I was
to
gonna say, you know
Fontazar.
what? I know a guy in Fontazar.
Yeah, so we're gonna have to
Yeah.
ask around here. Maybe a temple can help us.
Yeah, maybe you can find a barge going upriver this time of year, and y'all can hitch a ride and get
That's
back to
true.
Axholm and then travel to Fonzazar. Yeah, that winner.
Yeah,
winner.
super easy.
Okay, so party. Y'all have got camp set up. The horses are taken care of. The wagons are off. The wagon. No, sorry, mob habit. The wagon. Although, truthfully said, Economy does multiple wagons sometimes too. Okay. Wagon is off the road. The horses are tethered close to. Are y'all making your camp inside this house?
No,
Nah, next to.
Next to. In front of it, between it and the road, or next to it?
On the
in front
facing
of
it.
it. Oh, go ahead.
I was gonna suggest on the side of it, closer towards the city. Give me a second. I'm gonna go quasi NPC mode. I can answer shit, but I gotta quickly deal with a thing.
Yep.
So, wouldn't that be the side that's collapsed?
Okay. The direction y'all were traveling, the trees were thick that you couldn't see that side of the house. But as you got past that, you could see the front, and the far end was collapsed.
So the not far end, the closer end.
Okay, the closer end, you've got thick foliage.
Eh,
So let's
Party?
just go in front, pull off the road right in front of it.
Alright, fine. Pull off the road right in front of it.
Fuck, they could come up through the hole. That could lead back to a whole layer of those things.
Dave, you went down into the hole. There was nothing else down there. It was a
Like-
dead end.
Oh, it was a dead end.
Yeah.
Oh, very good. All right, let's set up in front then.
I was amazed to fight those things in daylight, because usually they're a nighttime only thing. Or dungeon only. But they would have a layer that could have surface access and thus encounterable there.
Well, if you double check, they're underground only, but they do set up in desolate areas or ruined areas, and this was the thing. Now, if you want, I can just say nope, encounter didn't happen.
No, I'm good. Thank you.
No.
No, y'all want the XP and the treasure?
Uh-huh.
I kind of thought so. I would too.
Only spent all night working on it.
God damn, I would
Can we
want that.
turn back the wheels of time and forget tonight?
No.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Just I need a 2/3 party vote.
No.
Avrod and Camille vote with me. We win.
Oh,
Chameleon would vote with
no!
John.
Uh,
Avrod,
he
would you like
command
to
her?
roll back the entirety of your existence? No.
Tonight is not the entirety of his existence.
He exists as an abstract concept maintained by our continuous hallucination of his existence.
Never happened.
All right. But guys, as this was a special session, I'm not going till midnight.
I'm feeling the
No
burn
problem.
too. We calling it here or in a bit?
You know what?
Can
I
we
was
at
gonna-
least roll to see what the next encounter is?
Well, that's the thing. If I do, then I should probably go ahead and run that encounter. And I was going to call it at 11. It's 10:33. But if I drop it right here, this is pretty clean for a stopping point.
Mm-hmm.
Fair enough.
I know y'all want to get more, but should I give y'all a spoiler? Do y'all want a spoiler?
How bad is it going to affect us?
The only spoiler I'd be willing to accept is about the white thing.
No, not giving you a spoiler about the white thing. You are going to have
Mhm.
to figure that out.
Forget about it then.
No, I'm curious
Okay.
now.
Well, I did roll up the value of the gems and jewelry.
Oh,
Well, we're gonna be going back regardless, right? Let's just
that
agree about that.
that seems to be the thing.
Yep. I intend to go back.
Okay.
Okay, is
So
that
it's
the
not gonna
party's
change anything.
intention?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Okay, then I'm typing in end of session. Okay, guys, the gems, one of them sucks. Two of
What?
them are good.
What is it like?
One's slightly better than good, and one of them's pretty good. The jewelry, on the other hand, oh, I had this formula figured out in my head. If y'all could kind of get hints, but oh wait, Dave, you did look at them, didn't you?
Yes, I did.
Dave, you are that race. All right, Dave, what's your intelligence score?
My secondary skill is minor too, if that makes a difference.
Nope, not with jewelry.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
You'd want a, not even a
That'd be raw
lapidary, a
gems.
jewelry.
Lapidary or jeweler. So, what's your intel, Dave?
13.
13. Okay.
Nope, 14. 14.
14. Even
Yep.
better by just a smidgen. So, Dave, either I can roll it or you can roll it.
I'll roll it and I'll do it in the
Okay.
dice panel. D20.
Percentage dice.
Oh, percentage.
Twice.
That's a wild range.
Mm-hmm.
I'm guessing one really good, one really bad.
An 8 and an 84.
Yeah, that's near opposite ends of the spectrum. So, Dave,
Mm-hmm.
the first item is a necklace. And it's like one of those wide necklaces that lays flat.
Yep.
Okay. This thing is made out of platinum.
Oh.
And it has some kind of gems inlaid into it. They're
Nice.
a strong, warm blue color. I can't think of what that gem is.
Sapphire?
Sapphire.
There you go. Sapphires. A dark sapphire. Many of them.
Nice.
Could be opal or something.
Dude, that could be worth a lot.
Mhm.
Bro.
The other item is a tiara. It's very slim, very delicately and finely built. And whatever the gems on it, they're clear.
Ooh.
They almost hurt your eyes to look at because they reflect light so well.
Shine like a diamond.
I think, guys, the Dungeon Master might be subtly telling us that the jewelry is worth a lot.
A lot of money.
No, it's 5 and dime.
This
fog
is
grade.
glass!
They are, yeah, I was going to say, those clear gems, yeah, they're just
What do
cubic
you call
zirconia.
that?
Cubic zirconia.
No, there's a term for fake jewelry that looks like the real deal.
Costume jewelry.
Yes, costume jewelry. It's costume. You're sure it's costume jewelry?
No one could afford these many gems.
Yeah, let me double check. Oh yeah, you're sure it's costume jewelry.
Mm-hmm.
Or
Totally.
Fucking intel checks.
Or is it? Damn it! Now you're not sure.
Well, we'll just have to see and find out.
You know, we
Next
might
time
lose.
on Dragon Ball Z.
We might lose Avrod quicker than we wanted to.
Hey, we could always say, hey,
That's
Avrod,
getting
not...
split evenly.
So Avrod, assuming that's, hundreds of thousands of gold pieces and we all walk away super rich and high level. Avrod, that was pretty good. You want to keep traveling with us? You know, give him the choice. He might be like, yeah, you guys are all right. You treat me well. You let me laze around and feed the weasel and just watch the wagons while you all do the hard work. I can leverage you all for a bit more.
Why does it have to be a weasel? It
Because that's what
sounds
That's
so,
Camilla is.
yeah, but it sounds so inappropriate when you say he's feeding the weasel or rubbing the weasel. I'm
He's
like, oh
playing
my
with John Dee's
god.
Oh
weasel.
yes, stroke my weasel.
And with that, I'm ending the recording. Good night, YouTube.